Okay, so there we go. I got sound now. Greetings and salutations. I'm Dan Latham. You all know me as Shadrach Dagar. And with a few little technical difficulties, we don't have a map at the moment, but I'm working on that problem as we speak. But we do have players. So we will begin with introducing our players and then we'll go through our announcements, starting from the bottom and working our way around. Sayer, you're first.
So I am Michael Roderick, portraying Sayer Cress, the somewhat chaotic, um, uh, roguish type.
Next.
Christy Kalis playing Kananirna, the spell dancer.
Huranan, I believe you are next in line.
Tony, you're muted.
Oh, Tony's the next one in line.
That's always helpful. Anthony McCoy playing Brandel, the human wizard.
Now it's Huranan's turn.
I am Curtis, and I am playing Hernan tonight. Yep. Sorry about that.
Shailene.
Tara, I'm playing Shailene, your agent of Jinx, here to help you through whatever you need.
And last but not least.
And I am Ronnie. I am playing Sadir, the air-touched monk.
Alright, so let's go ahead and get some announcements on the way. Any sound effects that you hear during our stream is brought to you by Sirenscape. Also, the game we're playing, The Darkest Dream, is a product of a company called GUI Cube. Let's see, what other announcements shall we have? Of course, our maps, when they're working, is brought to you through the Roll20 app on the internet. And do you guys have any announcements or anything you'd like to add to the mix before we begin? Any shout outs or anything?
No, not really.
Okay.
Nothing here.
But I do have one nice shout out to throw out there. We are now over 50 followers. So you know what that means.
Ooh,
Anyone?
some dice.
Anyone?
Some
To try to
dice.
take over the world.
We
Math
have
rocks.
No brain.
But
Our
Brian,
first giveaway.
what is it we're going to do tonight, Brian?
Same thing we
Yes,
do every
it'll be
night,
our
Pinky.
first giveaway. We're going to give away that custom set of dice. So when we go on break this evening, I'll pass out the word that you need to type in chat. And also you'll notice that now we have the option of being subscribed to. If you are a subscriber to the channel, you will get 3 entries into the giveaway. If you're a follower, you will get your 1. And like I said, we'll do it at first break. When we get back from break, we'll announce the winner. So with that, my players rolled. I need to bring that up so that I can see it. No, I don't. Yeah, I do. There it is.
I got the numbers if that's what you're looking for.
Yeah, let's go ahead and give me the numbers. And what I'm going to do is, since I was very bad of me last week and I didn't get you guys to roll before we left.
Oh.
Starting with Sayer. What was the number Sayer rolled?
Sayer rolled a 7.
7. Card number 7. Ooh. Sayer. Your GUI reward is 1 rep point.
So what's that do?
This is a very rare and special GUI reward. A rep point can be spent when your PC is interacting with an NPC to help influence the outcome of the interaction. When spent, the PC will get advantage on any required charisma check, intimidation, persuasion, deception, etc. for the duration of the interaction with the NPC. You also receive an additional +2 on all charisma checks during the interaction. What your character is trying to do must be reasonable and in the spirit of the game. So
That reasonable
And
part.
there
is
you're
gonna be
done.
hard.
So using it to
Now-
try to get a merchant to sell a magical sword for like 5 sills is kind of unreasonable. So
Well,
that won't
he
work.
is an agent of Jinx. Define reasonable.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But using it to get like a merchant to cut the price by 10 to 20% is fine. Pretty much you'll have to role play exactly how that's going to go into effect. I'll set it here until I run them back in.
So does
He's
does
unconscious. He doesn't get rewards.
does anyone want to take book on whether or not I use that wisely or waste it?
I'm going to
You're
say
gonna look for a
waste it.
ring.
Waste.
Just me.
What's that?
I said I think you're going to waste it, but that's just my
All
opinion.
right, so we have one first. So I'm just going to write this down. So, so waste. All right.
I think you're going to use it wisely to help me.
sucker. Oh, okay.
Also, I think I'll try to get the maps fixed at break when I can actually shut the system down and bring it back up. But for right now, the players see the maps, and unfortunately, you guys won't be able to see the handouts either. But we'll try to get that straightened out. Next person coming up, I believe, is Kenna from the bottom. What's her number?
17. Seventeen. Kenna, you have advantage on an initiative roll.
Woo!
Okay, next up is Rendell.
7.
Alright, it'll be different this time because I've taken those cards out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Advantage on an attack roll. Did you get that?
Yeah,
Okay.
nice.
Alright, Hernan. Let me take that one out.
9.
9.
Yep.
9. You get this advantage on a saving throw.
Okay.
Next is Shailene. What's her number?
Shailene rolled a 18.
And 18. Advantage on an ability check.
Ooh.
Which could include initiative.
No. Ability. No.
I appreciate the ask.
Well, because some people say initiative is just a dex roll, so it's worth asking.
Alright, so last but not least, Sadir.
19.
17, 18, 19. And in my opinion, I think you probably got the best one.
You haven't seen me use my point yet.
Sadir. Your
Yes.
max hit points goes up by 1. You have a single permanent hit point.
No, his is
Hey.
better. Sorry.
The hit point is better. I don't know. Let's face it. Most of the time when we go down, it's very rare that it's hey, I'm at 1 hit point.
It's very rare that he
That's
goes,
fair.
I live.
I
Let's be
live.
honest.
Says the
you really
unconscious
only
man.
Need one.
That's right.
No, I was put down further than that when they hit me.
Alright, so let me go ahead and shuffle those back in play so that at the end of the day we can actually roll properly and see who gets one.
I was fortunate when Dan put me down. It was not to -14. It was only to about -7.
Maybe I need to roll higher next
Small
time.
favors.
Yeah, well, I mean life and death.
So, let's see which one of our lovely players would like to give us a recap of what happened last time.
We went into
I'd
the
say
dungeon.
Kenna then. Go for it.
We killed Daddy Spider. We killed Mommy Spider. We killed all the baby spiders. We rescued a townie. And Sayer just about died.
Just about.
But thanks to me, he didn't. And when we finally got back out of the dungeon, we had a whole bunch of loot. We gave the townie to the guards. Sayer was taken to the archery range and skills of armoring with everybody except me, who went to the illusion tents to find Mom and Dad.
And I would like to mention that we've just left behind all of the great knowledge that that wonderful ancient wizard would have given us.
We couldn't find the key to the door.
I
No key
know.
there. We'll go
I
back.
know.
No
We
key,
will
no
go back.
entrance.
And when you say, daddy spider and mommy spider and baby spider, it makes me want to adapt, baby shark. Yep. So
And see, and in my
now
head,
you
I
can
went
have
to.
that earworm now. So you're welcome.
Just in case y'all didn't already have strange things in your head, we'll just go ahead and throw that one in there.
I think Shailene was about to show me 3 fingers and tell me to read between the lines.
I was just going to show you the one.
I
Oh,
was gonna
okay.
say, I don't think she asks you to read between the lines. She'll tell you
It was
straight out.
close.
And if we find Alphinius Goo is the ancient wizard, yeah, there's going to be talking.
Well, that would be giving too much away. So, let's see. As it
Spotlights.
stands, Kenna is on her way to the mystical tents. I really hate the fact this map ain't working. So let me try one more time.
Actually, the illusion tent.
Yeah.
That's where you told me Vestia and Skizzy were.
Yeah, it's the illusion tent. Please work. Yes! Yay!
Yeah, I can see.
Map. Yay, it worked.
Oh, it's showing the chat. Does it normally show the chat? I didn't think it did.
Well, it's one of those
He's
I
gotta
haven't
size it.
adjusted it yet. Give me a minute, man. All right. That didn't work. Let's go a little further down the map. There we go. I tried to do the map, the chat to show your roles, but it wasn't working before. So, what are you doing? There we go. Now
Eating Chex
we
Mix. What are
have-
you doing?
I might eat a cookie if you keep talking about snacking. Alright. Chat. Gotcha. Let's see. Okay, you're at the illusion tents, and you guys are at the archery field. So, first and foremost, we will start with the archery field since where most everybody is at. And you are dragging the unconscious body of Sayer. Now, on the far eastern edge of the Carnivalle, a series of rotting stumps and old sacks full of
Dropped
hay
someone.
have been... What?
We dropped someone.
No, say it ain't so. Who will lose?
Okay, it's
It
not
is so. It's Rob.
Well, he is unconscious.
That's fair. Sorry, I won't interrupt for that next time.
No,
well, we
that's fine.
also shifted in our.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave
boxes,
it the way. Folks, sorry, our faces are all messed up at the moment. Once Rod gets back on, or once Sayer returns to the party or gets revived, they should straighten back out. I hope. But anyway, on the far eastern edge of Carnivalle is a series of rotting stumps and old sacks full of hay that have been lined up on the edge of the woods. Aspiring archers and would-be woodsmen challenge the Hanatas to contests of archery and knife or hatchet throwing. Closer to the tall tent, a rope ring allows wagering on melee battles that are fought using blunt weapons. As you guys walk up to the archery range area, where Cray the Blade, stoically quiet as ever, is engaged in a knife-throwing bout that is closer than you imagined possible. His opponent, a slight man with patchy red hair and a twitch in his left eye, is unimpressive looking to say the least, yet he seems to be giving Cray a rare trial of his true skill. Nearby, a mixed group watch the contest. Has he returned yet? Yes, he has. And
Sorry.
we are all jumbled up.
Go with it.
Okay, so let's see. Sayer is now Kenna. Kenna is
Hey!
now Sadir. So let's do this.
Yeah, I lost some internet for a little while there. Sorry about that.
That's okay, it happens. Sorry, folks, just a little bit of rummaging around, y'all.
So I guess the entire time I thought it put our names below us automatically, but
No.
apparently you have to build that onto this platform and move us to it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Ah. For anyone who didn't, understand that, like me.
The Zoom will put a name by yours, but the nice, blocked letter that's all decorative that I put on the. Oh, hey, what are you doing? Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about, the one dancing around. There we go.
It looks like we're still under Death Stranding 2. Just looked at the category.
Well, unfortunately, I can't change that unless I shut the stream down and bring it back up. So let's just continue with the story.
All right.
At least
Which, as long as you're live, people will see us no matter what, right?
Yes. And for those who are watching, this isn't Death Stranding. That'll be tomorrow.
Some other time.
Some other time. So let's see. Nearby, mixed group watched the contest with great interest, clearly showing that they're betting on it. The two men weigh each knife in their hand, prepare for the next throw. Brian stands off to the side, seemingly staring off into nothingness with his blind eyes. He nods in your direction as you start to arrive. So, talk to me, folks. What are we doing? You're carrying the unconscious Sayre, and Brian has definitely made it known that he knows you're there.
I cling to life.
Okay, so Sayre's drooling. Anybody else?
So I go up to, I walk up to Brienne, being he is my master and kind of my mentor, and kind of just explain to him what happened. Tell him that Sayre couldn't quite handle himself, the rest of us, but.
So, what exactly happened, young Sayre?
Master, we traveled into the tunnels from the from the map that we were investigating earlier, and stumbled upon several large spiders. We dispatched them. We saved the townie that is now with the guards, and now Sayre is in need of your healing assistance if possible.
I can tell. Seems like he took more of a blunt action than you did.
Well,
I think he just didn't take it as well.
You trained me to handle it.
Well, lay him down on the ground and I will take a look at him.
Doof. Drop him at his feet.
I make sure his head goes down
Be a
gently.
little more careful with the body than that. He's not dead yet. He's just almost dead.
Mostly dead.
Not dead yet.
Alright.
Which I would have said if I had been connected a moment ago.
He rubs it, he does a little hand rub together. Puts it on each side of his face. I'd say he closes his eyes, but he's not using
blind.
them.
His eyelids still work.
And then, Sayre, you start feeling this warm rush of healing energy run through your body as you wake up, and you look up to see Brian's face in yours.
Like how close?
Like almost nose to nose.
Can I help you?
Apparently it's me helping you. Haven't you been told it's not nice to sleep on the job?
Wasn't sleeping.
Well, your eyes were closed and you were breathing rather shallowly. In my estimate, that means you were asleep. Or dead.
I was just resting my eyes. I didn't fall asleep at all.
Well, I'll take your word for it. You should be fully healed now, so you can return to your duties.
But don't I get some time off? I was injured pretty badly. I would think that a day in a nice relaxing tent, foot massages, something like that to help me feel better. Wouldn't that be appropriate?
Yes, I agree with you. That would be appropriate. So tomorrow you're more than welcome to take that day, while you're riding in the wagons on the way back to where we're going.
Won't we all be riding in the wagons?
Very astute of you, young man. So until
as
then, how
per
about you
usual.
continue your job and help us finish out the rest of the day with a peace of mind?
I get up complaining about a crock of shit. But
Well, you can complain all you want, but at least you have full health.
Yeah, no thanks to who. I move to the front line. Everyone, asks for volunteers. You all move one step back, and bam, down I go.
Sadir reaches
Aye.
into the side of his pouch.
As
And
you get up grumbling,
Sacks. They were sacks. Did we find the sacks?
sacks of what, young man?
Instrument. Similar to a horn that we play here. Ixnay on the axe.
So
but
does anybody know what I mean if I say head slap? Anybody watch? I don't want to mention the names of the shows. There's a particular show. There's a head slap in it all the time. Kind of an alignment tool. Well, Brian kind of does that to Sayer as he gets up grumbling, and just in the back of the head, just a light tap, just enough to get his attention.
Well, that was uncalled for.
Was it?
Do you care for another, young man?
Just say what you need to say so we can go.
Sadir looks at Sayer and nods to him.
So, I mean, once he's like, do you need another one? I'm just going to kind of freeze in place as if the guy were a T-Rex. Just like, not move.
All right, so once you're healed, you will notice you turn around and you look. You watch that each man is throwing blades. They're throwing a second, third, and a fourth time. Each time they match shot for shot. Then the slight man makes his final throw. This is the throwing between Cray the Blade and the gentleman he's throwing blades with. Striking just to the right of the dead center. The crowd cheers before falling silent to watch Cray. With a flash of silver, the perfectly balanced blade sinks into the wood downfield, only a hair's breadth closer to the center mark. Cries of joy and outrage ring from those who are wagering outside. From that, you guys will hear from the crowd. Oi, no one stands a chance against that one. It's a fool's bet. As one of the locals apparently are complaining about their chances of winning against Cray. Brian cocks his head and looks at one of the complaining men before gesturing towards you. Well, how about these fine youngsters? Would a few more of them be more suitable challenge for a grown man such as you? Of course, the gentleman's eyes flare in anger, and he grudgingly says, Fine, I'll compete against one of your brats. Just don't expect me to go easy on them. I'll shoot with a bow with one. My pal Jen will throw knives with another, and then if you want to get dirty, Big Nil swings sticks with one. And I got tens of gold saying we win. So, before we continue, you guys recognize the trio from a previous day. The man's name is Worston. And I don't know. Let me see if I got pictures to show you. I do believe I do not. Yeah, I do. Alright, so. Oops. I'm losing my book. So, Worston looks like... Well, it'd help if I actually found the right one. Oh, no. Look for NPCs. I'm going to handouts. That ain't right. Why am... Phil? Okay, Roll20's messed with me again, so sorry, folks. Let's see. I have no idea. All my handouts are on the wrong page.
Fun times.
I am on the wrong page. Alright. So... Yeah, I was on my tokens page, which had all these pictures, and they're all labeled wrong. I was like, that ain't right. Alright, so this is what Worston looks like. So I'll show it to everybody first, and then I will show it to our glorious audience. You guys got him?
Yep.
There's Worston.
Yep.
That's a fellow for sure.
This is Jen.
Oh, come on. I
Oops.
could take him in a fight.
There's Jen. And last but not least, we have Big Ned. Okay, so who would like to go bow for bow with Worston? Blade for blade, I believe it is for Jend, and stick to stick for the last one, for Ned.
I mean,
I'll
I
take
can
one.
do. Oh, go ahead.
No. I keep getting disconnected. We should let you go.
I would gladly put my bow against Worston. I mean, Worston.
All right. So who's going to compete against Jend?
That was blade to blade. I think you said was what, like dagger, throwing
Throwing
daggers.
daggers, I believe.
Yeah, I can take that unless somebody else wants it.
Oops.
Kenna might be good at that. I don't know.
Well, she's not here right now, so.
Oh, that's right. She's over in a different tent. We split the party.
Dun dun dun.
All right. And while you guys decide who's going to take the next 2 rolls, we will take care of Kenna, who is over at the illusions tent.
So Deer would look to Hernan and see if he wants to take on Big Ned or if he should.
I'll convey that I'm perfectly fine with taking on Big Ned. I just need, it would be nice to have a smidgen of healing to top myself up before going toe to toe.
That's why I jumped at the bow, because I have 4 hit points.
I have 14 out of 17. It's a hard knock life for me.
I'm full.
I'm
But
full.
I also have
I'm
my second
full.
win, though, so I can get minimum of 2 and a maximum of like 11 back if necessary.
Got you. Yeah, feel free if you want to.
So Dan, before
Yes.
any of the competitions start, Brendel would want to cast Detect Magic just to make sure everything's on the level.
Hey, look
okay.
at this dude. Or-
And give me a sleight of hand. Unless
Sleight of
you're-
hand, I would be
unless you're
willing
openly-
to tell everyone that I'm casting Detect Magic. At this point, it's as much a deterrent as it is a check for me at least. But I can do sleight of hand though. Hold on.
Well, if you don't want to hide it, then don't worry about the sleight of hand part. So you're going to openly cast whatever this is.
Yeah, and I'm going to tell them that it's Detect Magic.
And how are we to know that you're telling the truth? That you're not casting some spell to help your friends?
Can I do a persuasion check to try to convince them?
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on.
I believe you.
Because I'm the only one that's honest here.
Okay.
Beat a natural 20.
So, yeah, well, just because you got a natural 20 does not necessarily
That's
mean it
true.
wins.
That's true.
Natural 20s are only guaranteed hits on combat.
Good
That's
sir, I
true.
promise you that I do not need help beating you with your bow.
Ooh.
He does believe you. It takes a second. He mulls it over a little bit, starts chewing on his mustache, and is like, "Okay, go ahead." Now, Kenna, when you arrive at the tent, you do not see Skizik. That's who he's looking for, correct?
I was looking for Vestia and Skizik.
Yeah, well, you don't see either one of them currently. At the front, let's see where we at. The front of the illusion tents, the only person you see is Chelsea. To begin with, let me show you what she looks like. This is Chelsea. And let's see. As you start making your way towards the tent, normally calm and sweet Chelsea comes running up to you. Though she's unable to speak, she tugs urgently on your sleeve and points toward the tent of illusions. Vestia and Skizik are always busy with potentially dangerous spells that require great concentration during the Carnivalle, so if there is an issue, it's on you. As you come closer, Chelsea gets your attention, and you know there's apparently a problem. And she's pointing towards the tents. So, what would you like to do at this point in time?
Well, I need to go check it out, obviously.
Alright, are you going to go by yourself?
Yes.
Alright, the 2 large tents stand here. They're canvases, each a rainbow of beautiful colors striped patterns. A sizable crowd is outside the first tent, with some peeking through the flaps to see inside. Flashes of light and periodic illuminate the fabric in explosions of color and garner waves of applause. The other tent seems empty, though, and a few of the townies standing nearby give each other worried looks as a strange noise emanates from within. The first tent is called the Tent of Phantasms. This is where Vestia and Skizik's magic shows take place. Here they dazzle crowds with ancient Hanataz magics, unknown outside the troupe, to conjure amazing images. You know that you cannot disturb the mages in the middle of their performance, as their magic expressions require considerable concentration and could actually turn a bit dangerous if not properly maintained. The other tent is called the Tent of Glamours, and it is magically imbued artifact of your troupe. Inside, random, wondrous, fantastic, and sometimes frightening illusions entertain those who enter. You are ushered... Let's see. She brings you towards the tent flaps where an old gentleman is standing waiting. His name is Old Sturm. And this is what Old Sturm looks like. Got it?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Where is the rest of your group?
They took one of our injured troop members over to get some healing. What's going on?
We don't know how it got in there, but it's there. There's something in the tent. With all the spells going off in there, it's impossible to tell what it is. It could be anything. We just guess that there's only one. There could be definitely more. Now, we don't want to panic, but we can't have one of the best attractions scaring off good coin like this. I'm thinking you need to go get your group and maybe go in there and check it out.
Where are Vestia and Skizik?
Well, as you know, they are in the illusions, and they are deep within casting. They can't do anything with it at this moment. If we were to interrupt them, that would be bad.
Is it a magical creature?
We don't know. We just know that it's in there and it's causing problems. And we don't even know if it's just one. It could be many. That's why we need you to go investigate.
Are there others inside that could help us?
There is not.
Very well, I shall go get the rest of the troop.
Please hurry. And as you're making your way back to the group, have we decided who's facing whom in what particular way?
Yep, I am going to go ahead and take on Warstein with his bow.
Okay, and who's is Sayer taking the knife, and who's doing this? Who's doing the staff, the stick? What is wrong with my? Okay, there it is. All right, so with that, we'll start with the bow firing. So do me a favor and roll me d20.
Okay, B.
Well, actually, just roll me an attack roll, pretty much with a bow.
Oh, with the bow? Okay.
Yeah, because you're using a bow. You're shooting at a target.
Yes.
Ooh.
Okay, that would be a dead center shot. So he's going to shoot against you. Let's see how close he can get.
I'll cough while he starts to shoot.
No need.
I was going to say I was going to bend over and tie my boot, but never mind.
Oh.
You give me a shoddy bow.
Would you like to try another bow?
Poor workman always blames their tools.
Yeah, take this one. I'll use yours.
All right.
Swap out and fire again.
So I'm going to look at the bow. I'm going to balance it on the palm of my hand. Seems to be balanced okay.
Fire away.
It's not the bow, good sir. I do believe it's you.
And with that, he will fire again, using your bow. I don't know. He's a lot closer than he was last time, but damn sure not as close as you are. You got two of them pretty much right there at the bullseye area. So fire again with the shoddy bow.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
This time I balance the bow and I flip it
Okay.
just to catch it in the air.
He's shaking
Must
his
be the
head.
bow.
He's cussing the bow. He's cussing the arrows. He's cussing the wind. Anything he could think of, because he is not getting anywhere close to the shots you're pulling off. And yours
I
is
would like
pretty
to
much
go-
fine grouping in the middle. You got 2 more shots to make. So
2
fire
more
again.
shots. All right. Oh, this one should be a little easier for you to help.
Well, you hit the target still, just not as close as the last 3. I need your charity. He fires, and he misses.
Evidently,
you
you
do.
do, good sir.
And he misses. He misses the target altogether, and the arrow flies out into the woods. All right, it's your last shot.
Shall I do this one blind? No, I'll just.
Yeah. Do it
No, no.
blindfolded.
No.
You should.
have.
I'll pull out a blindfold. Go ahead. But I'm going to try. Hold on. I'm going to try to put it on so she can actually see, but it looks like she can.
Well, according to my
Just- I
roll,
believe
I
in
couldn't
cheating.
see anything.
I guess
Just go ahead. Since he's putting a blindfold on you, I want you to roll a disadvantage shot and see what happens. Since
Oh,
you
it
hit
could
the
be
button
worse.
before you guys finished with the whole
Okay, all right.
same shot.
Same shot.
Wow.
You still missed the target.
Consistency.
You missed the target.
Well, if you can't beat me while I'm blindfolded. Although you do realize 4 out of 5, you still lose.
Oh, sorry. For those who can't actually see the rolls, that was a 2. So let's rehash our little excursion here. We've got 3 dead center shots by Shailene, and then 1 off to the side of the target. First shot by this guy misses the target completely. Second shot, a little closer to center. His third shot, not as close as his second shot. So he's got 2 that are on the target. And that is all he's got on the target. It's just 2 shots out of 5. And you've got, what, 4 out of 5.
4 out of 5, but one's not good.
1 didn't even hit.
Yeah.
Oh, you were blindfolded.
Yeah, you're
To be
blindfolded
fair.
and missed.
I would like to walk up to him and caress his arm and tell him, no hard feelings. I hope that you
So, give me a second.
I hope that you don't hold any ill will towards my trooper eye, but you should practice a little more. And then I'm going to pat his cheek very gently.
You're just grumbling away, so give me just a second here. I don't even know why I need to figure out the points on this. So you had a 25 on the first.
24 on the second.
25, 24, 24 on the third.
Yep.
13 on the
13 on the last, and then a 10.
What was his? 10 on the last, and his last one was a 2. Okay, so you got... $10 points for the first shot. 10 points for the second shot. 10 points for the third shot. One point for the fourth, and of course nothing for the fifth. You got 0, 0, 0. What was that? 6. That's worth 3 points. I think that is only worth 1 point. So he got 4 points to your 31.
Wow.
Alright, so next up is, was it Jend and Sayer?
All right.
So, give me a d20 roll to see which one of us gets to go first.
Sure, just a straight up D20.
Oh, did I get my bow back, by the way? I don't want this shoddy workmanship.
Well, that's up to you. Do you want to ask for it back?
Can I tell by looking at the bows which is better?
Yours is probably better because you take better care of it.
Then I want my bow back.
And he tosses it to you and just walks away grumbling and tells Jen he better do a better job than he did. All right, so he will get.
Don't
the
worry,
throw
sir.
first.
I was gravely injured and near death. You should be able to beat me very handily.
Okay, so he lines up the target, throws his first shot.
Ugh. Yeah, he rolls a crit. Of
So
course.
the first shot he makes hits dead center. Your turn.
That was an excellent shot, sir. I doubt that I could match it.
You missed the target completely.
As I said, this wound from earlier, when I kind of glare at the others, when my troop did not defend me.
Excuse me.
Excuses. He throws again. I think roll 20 just doesn't like Rod.
Yeah, that's probably... Well, no, so once she's rolling 20, 19, 19, I was like, son of a bitch, I'm going to roll poorly.
Yes, they're all mine.
Yeah, see, now I roll a 2, and then I roll a 1.
With that, you go to throw the dagger, and you release, but you realize when you bring your hand out to release it, the dagger's not there anymore.
Yeah.
And you look behind you, and Bran is holding the end of your dagger about 1.5 inches from his face.
Ah, thank you.
He walks over and hands it to you.
I was wondering where I
says,
put that.
You're supposed to release it that way, not behind you.
I'm woozy. The healing I got. Someone hit me in the head.
I'm going to hit you in the head.
And he smacks you in the back of the head as he walks away.
Seems uncalled for.
Oh. That is a 0 for me. There's your chance. Yep, you hit.
Were we playing for money?
It's Carnivalle. There's always money involved.
I mean, at this point, sir, you're leading 2-1.
Oh, it's point system. You know that.
I was going to see if I can get him to gamble more. Yeah. Ugh.
All right, so with that, it's your turn. Oh, you got it.
Yeah. But, I mean, dude rolled 2 20s. I've gotten a 1 and a 2.
You hit the board.
Twice.
All right, last shot. Let's see how it goes. And I missed the board altogether.
Oh.
It's 20. Actually, it's 25, but still counts as a net. Counts for... You have 14 points, good man, but he's got 23. So he wins that one.
So Sadir
Of course,
Sadir would walk up and pull some of the gold out from earlier and says double or nothing.
That's
on my guy here.
That's a terrible idea. I'm very wounded. I don't know that I could beat him. And you know that in terms of our honor, if he accepts, I'm obliged to go through with it. So we really shouldn't do that.
All right, so...
I'm trying to get him to do that.
You are handed, who we got? Who said is doing the stick fight?
Hernan.
All right, Hernan, you're handed a blunt stick, pretty much like a training saber. You know what those are, right?
Yep.
Okay, so... Let me see, do I have his information? Yep, there it is.
Can you do me a favor, Michael John? Can you bring in all my other stuff?
Okay, so go ahead and give me an initiative roll. Where am I at? There I am. Okay, so you got a 22. Mine is... Okay, you go first.
Ooh.
So will this be the same type of attack as my longsword?
Pretty much. I mean, it counts as like a practice longsword.
All right. I'll just use my longsword then as the swing.
Now, as you're lining up, you notice that Shailene, you're handed 1 gold.
Ooh.
And, of course, Jen is handed a gold as well.
As they hand me the gold, I bow my head in respect.
Okay. You will notice that both Jend and Orson are starting to take side bets on the side about who will win the stick fight. Of course, they believe Big Ned will take out this scrawny kid.
I'm gonna start talking, like within earshot of them, and start talking about. Oh, last time I saw him use these practice sticks, he banged his own foot up so much he was limping for a week.
Give me a deception.
How big is Big Ned? I'm kind of curious.
Can I help her? Oh, she didn't need it.
21 on the deception roll. Let's see. That is going to be wisdom, is it not? Okay. Noted. Whether or not they believe you, they're still making the bets.
Hey, I'm trying.
Any of you guys want to get in on this?
So Sadir will reach in his pocket and hand Shailene 2 gold to go match the bets.
Ooh. All right, I'll walk up and put. Well, now I guess I have to go for you, but I don't want them to know that. I'm gonna give the gold back to you.
Okay.
Because I don't want them to know that I think he can win.
Okay.
I'll take the gold and add 3 gold of my own.
Okay. So we will put 5 gold.
Jend and Orson both say they will say 20 gold that Big Ned will smack this kid around and win.
So Sadir would look to Shailene, knowing that we just got a pretty penny from the caves, and see if she nods in approval.
You get a tap on your shoulder. Oh, did I ever show you? I don't think I even showed you the pictures for those two, did I? Here's Cray the Blade. This gentleman right here is tapping you on the shoulder there, Sadir.
Okay. So I turn to him and nod because I know that he's one of the leaders of.
Mm-hmm. He's putting 10 gold in your hand.
Okay.
He pretty much whispers, I will cover the 10. Sayer, this is the face that was in yours a moment ago.
I should be able to see it in a moment as soon as I get my internet connection working correctly.
Well, it's
He
shared,
looks blind.
So he is.
I know. I was
Guy who
telling.
beat me. Son of a-
No. The guy that beat you, I showed you that earlier.
Yeah. Okay.
This is the one whose face you saw nose to nose when you woke up. The one who caught the dagger that you threw backwards.
Technically, my story is that he took it out of my hands with magic.
I have bad news for you. I have detect magic up and I didn't see anything.
Nice.
Okay, so do you guys want to match that 20 gold bet?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, Cray says he'll
Cray
cover
spots.
10 of that.
Okay. So I will cover the rest out of what I'm carrying, since I had the whole sack of the 47 or 57. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so with that,
No pressure.
None.
you get to go first, Huranan. And I
Yep.
guess that's what you did already with a 14. My bad.
Yeah.
I had a different screen up.
That's fine.
And that's a miss.
Okay.
Alright, so my turn. Let me see. Are you considered a weak party? So with that, I was just messing with you. That's going to be a 16 to hit,
That's my AC.
and you will take 8 points of bludgeoning damage. Actually, you're wielding yours two-handed, right?
I'm wielding mine. No, I have a sword, shield up.
Okay, so he'll be wielding one-handed. So yes, 8 points of bludgeoning.
All right. I will use my. Actually, let me check real quick if that's a reaction or
Let me
bonus.
check this, be sure.
I think in second wind, that's a bonus.
Bonus action. Yeah, I just looked.
Okay, so that was his go. It's now yours.
All right. I will try and hit him and see what happens. Bonus action, second wind. That's a D10 plus 1.
All right. Well, you can get your D10 plus 1 back, and the second attack was no good. All right. So it looks like you got all of the damage you just took back.
And then some.
And then some. Yep.
Well, I don't know
Yeah.
if you were down any. All right. So he will
Yep,
attack
I was
again.
down 3.
And that time, that's going to be an 11.
Miss.
Okay, so it's on you.
Try and hit him. Oof. Jeez.
Oh, and I thought I was just egging him on.
All right. You'll take another 8 points of bludgeoning as he hits you upside the side of your head with the wooden sword.
Okay.
It's on you.
Hernan, you only have to lose early during the carnival. Once we get to the last day, you're supposed to keep winning.
Okay, so that is a hit, and pardon me, he'll take 6, right?
Yeah.
Where's your hit points? Got it. All right. So it's on him now. All right, so that is going to be a 10 to hit.
No.
It's your turn.
14 to hit, I think.
And
that missed the first time.
as you're sure you got a pretty good hit coming in, but he deflects it with the sword, his wooden sword at the last second. It is now his blow. Okay. 14.
That'll miss.
Alright, so you guys are now... You hear the clang of wood against wood as the swords are being parried left and right for each other. So, it's on you.
Okay. 21 to hit, 12
All
damage.
right.
And with
Yeah.
that, you crack him right between the eyes. And his legs just go completely out from under him and he flops to the ground. Unconscious.
Yeah.
You are the victor.
Barely.
Cray walks over to the other guys that are still conscious, collects the gold from them, and hands you 20.
Hands me?
No, hands Sadir 20.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
You'll notice he takes the 10 back that he gave you, and
Correct.
he takes another 10 on top of that for the Carnivalle itself, and allows you to keep the rest of the winnings.
Okay.
And on top of that, Hernan, you are handed 1 gold for the win.
Yeah. I
Alright,
get a
so
gold.
with that, Brian will walk up
BB.
to you first, and he will heal you for how many points are you down?
I am down 9.
All right, so 9. You will get 7 hit points back.
All right.
I would ask Brienne if you could perhaps lay hands on me as well, if you have it in you at this point. My lowly 4 is making me a slight bit nervous.
You need healing too, my dear?
I do.
He places his hand on your shoulder, and you feel the warmth, and you are healed up.
Thank you. And I bow my head down to him as a thank you.
Let's see.
Next time,
Okay,
we'll try not to
so-
come back so injured.
Cray will speak to Hernan and Shailene. Good work. Keep your guard up, though. Someone after your life could have taken advantage of that opening. And as for you, those were some good shots. I'm glad you've been paying attention to your lessons.
I do my best to bring honor to the troop.
He turns and looks at Sayer.
Yeah, whatever. I'm gonna just storm off.
Pizza?
Yeah, I mean, he started congratulating them.
Teenagers.
I don't have to stand here and listen to this. Take this. I'm gonna go over there, and I'm gonna take it over there.
As you walk off, he just shakes his head. If he just would mind his wind control and breathing, he would have had a better chance.
I'll mention it to him in passing.
Okay.
I
and-
turn around. My breathing? How am I supposed to breathe when I got this spider poison coursing through me? Although technically it's venom, but that's neither here nor there. It's in here. How am I? Oh, that's ridiculous. And then I walk away.
So as you start to turn and walk away, Sadir would pull up one of the smaller sacks out of his pouch and like wiggle it at you.
Jingle, jingle, jingle.
Just so you know.
But are we splitting that now?
What's this about?
Yeah, it's okay. So now we know Pavlov's dogs, right? That's gonna work. Jingle, jingle. Oh, is it split tongue?
You're a teenage boy. We assumed that would work anyway.
That's one of the two things you can ring that'll always get Sayir's attention.
What, ringing
Oh, I'm done. I'm done.
and
I'm
toes?
done.
Rings on toes.
Yeah, as I said, we should be careful. Otherwise, we'll be quoting an old friend of mine who always used to like to say, "And the show has reached a new low."
Okay. Let's see. Right about now, Kenna, you should be running up, watching the last bit of the fight between Huranan and the conversation with Cray as with the others.
Guys. Hey, looks like everyone's having fun. Could you all come with me for a minute? Please? Right now? Like, right away?
But we have the coin to split.
No, we really need to go look at something real right now.
Okay, well, I
Sounds
guess
good.
we're gonna go this way. I have a little pep in my step because I feel pretty boss right now.
Yeah.
Proud of yourself, huh?
I am.
I'll
How-
get you next time.
So I will follow in behind Kenna, but as I'm passing Sayir, I would toss him a sack of 10 gold.
Excellent. I'm gonna put that on my sheet.
Yeah, be sure you
As
write
you
down.
should.
Be sure you write down pity gold.
He's
We
got
like
his
to call
entire
it
list.
I'm a
Incentive.
teenage boy. It doesn't matter if it's pitting.
It's like
What's
normal
that new
gold,
logo?
pity gold.
All right, so you guys gonna follow Kenna as she starts running back the other direction?
Yes.
Oh, of course.
All right,
Yes, and I will be running as quickly as possible.
So you run back through the between the jester's tent and the gambling tents, and make your way towards it'll be the right tent right there above the tent of illusions.
So I'm going to look at Sarah and go, I bet you I can get there faster. And just jet. Of course.
You gonna let her take off and leave you behind?
Hey, I said I was going fast.
Yes, I will follow though.
All right, you get there and you'll see a very excited Chelsea once again. You guys remember the pictures from earlier, and old Sturm standing there at the front of the tent. Good, you've returned. Please, we got 2 people still sitting at the archery range.
I'm coming.
It's
Come on,
the
guys,
poison.
hurry up!
The poison's making him slow.
No, I'm trying to adjust the monitor.
Oh,
and
it's okay.
I had to move everything.
All right.
Whatever you need to tell us.
Anyway, Sturm's like, please figure out what's going on in there. And he opens
Any-
the flap.
Okay.
Okay, guys, so apparently something went horribly wrong inside the tent, and there's something or some things in there with the customers. I can't find Vestia or Skizig, and so it's pretty much just us.
Do you know what it is?
No.
Okay,
So-
All right,
I-
we should go look.
So you
Yeah.
guys, you pull aside the flap, or in this case, Sturm pulls aside the flap and you step inside. For a moment, you are nearly overwhelmed as a wave of distorted images and a cacophony of strange sounds wash over you.
It's my
Soon,
favorite
however,
word.
the feeling passes and you find yourself on a path. Looking back, you see that the tent flap behind you has closed and disappeared. Before you is a forest of tree-sized, multi-hued mushrooms, rising on all sides. Translucent bubbles glowing with every color imaginable, and some of you can't even describe, float between the mushrooms across the path. To give you an idea, here is what you actually see.
That looks like a good time.
The odd
broken
fungus and
landscape.
bright bubbles give off a rainbow of illumination, but beyond them you see nothing but darkness. You almost feel as though you are in a deep cave or perhaps under a starless night sky. The only way forward is to follow the narrow path.
Okay, there were so many spells cast in here. This is probably an illusion.
Oh,
But
it
Kenna,
is. You do know
what-
that this is an illusion-based magic of some sort. You've
Kenna, what did you get us into?
I didn't cast any of the spells. That was all done by the rest of the troop before we even got here.
Guys, I have detect magic up, and I think I'm gonna throw up.
Maybe
Okay.
you should just release that spell.
Didn't you have enough throwing up in the last place we were at? Come on now.
With your detect
Really?
magic, you notice that both tents that you ran up to were glowing extremely bright, and as soon as you stepped in here, it's blinding of the amount of magic that's going off.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna drop it because otherwise it's not gonna be good.
Yeah, because I mean, they were casting spells trying to get the customers to pay more coin. That's what
Oh,
we
yeah.
always do, remember? And something went terribly wrong, and now we're here. I
Here.
say we have to go through it to figure out what's in there.
You can't just pop all the bubbles and leave.
All right. So as you're standing there talking, suddenly several of the bubbles pop.
I was joking.
Emerging from them,
It's her
a
fault.
ravenous shoal of thousands of quippers swim through the air towards you. The lambent glow from the mushrooms glint off countless rows of tiny razor-sharp teeth in the mouths of these colorful fish as they zip about through the gloom, ready to flinch the flesh from your bones. Roll me initiative.
Oh.
Can we try the stay still thing like with the T-Rex?
You can certainly give that a shot. I won't say the other ones. I'm sure it's probably been copyrighted. All right, so let me roll for them. All right, noted.
I would like to know what exactly was in that poison from those spiders.
Okay, our tracker isn't up. Let me hit the tracker.
Oh yeah, but I never got healed.
Oh, crap. That didn't count as my initiative roll for some reason.
No, I gotcha. Actually, you know what? Since it's not been done right, I will leave it be. I'll make sure I do it on the next combat. Alright, so, Sayer.
Yeah, I had to add a different name to.
Alright, so let's see. Who do we
Sawyer
got?
has no initiative. Okay.
25 to 20. 25 to 20. I think I see Kenna. Who else we got?
I'm a 20.
Shailene, is that your roll 13?
This is my initiative
15,
roll. I'm
okay.
sorry, I hit the wrong.
It's okay.
I'm
Alright,
so
so
sorry.
Kenna noted. Next in line behind Kenna is Shailene. Then after that it would be
Of course,
Hernan,
girl power.
Rendell, Sidir, and following up the rear is Sayer. Alright.
No, Heranan is at a 10 though.
Yes, he goes before Rendell.
Okay.
Yep.
Alright, so with that, these thousands of quippers start charging straight for you.
Don't feel good about that. Okay.
Let's see.
Okay.
Alright, so with that, becomes,
Do I-
what?
Would we know anything about these creatures, or is it just a name? Like, do we
Quippers?
know anything about them?
Quippers are like piranhas.
Okay.
So if what you know about piranhas is what your character knows about a quipper.
But they're
Okay.
also very droll. Thank you.
Too bad they're not actually punny, huh?
So with that, I don't know who's in front.
That'd be me.
All right,
I'd
so
be behind. So
Kenna,
Sayer don't need to get himself
Kenna
hurt.
and
Correct.
Hernan.
Right.
These quippers, they come barreling down straight at you. And as soon as they hit you, they dissipate.
Oh.
They are an illusion. It seems that you're going to be overwhelmed as you're completely surrounded by these creatures. They dart in and they dart out, jaws wide open, about ready to slice you to ribbons, but they burst harmlessly against you and transform back into small banks of colorful bubbles.
Like I said, a lot of spells were cast in here, so I don't know what we're going to look at, but I think we still have to go through it and find out what's on the other side to figure out how to make it go away.
And
Otherwise, all the customers are going to leave.
with that, you move on to the next section.
Before we do,
All right.
I'd like to take out that blindfold from earlier,
Yes.
and I'm going to blindfold myself because I don't think I'm smart enough to walk through here and not get hurt.
Okay. Just
So I'm going
Wow.
to blindfold myself.
all right. So just remember you're blindfolded and certain things at disadvantage.
Sure.
Okay.
Well, he's at the end anyway, so I mean,
So Sayre, you don't see the next room.
That's right. I'm
You
safe.
follow the path through the thicket of mushrooms and continue through hovering clouds of bubbles. The shifting colors and unnatural movements of your surroundings makes you dizzy. Somehow you miss the shift in your surroundings as you unexpectedly find yourself in a proper forest. The trunks of the trees gleam the bright white, while the leaves shine blue. The space is now a sky replete with a colossal pale green moon.
Hey guys, what am I not seeing?
With a
Just
pale
smoke.
green moon, a massive grinning face covering its surface. Wispy balls of multicolored lights dance among the trees, moving with definite and unfathomable purpose. A broad, slowly flowing creek of purple water runs across the path before you. There's a narrow stone bridge that spans the flowing water to connect the path on either side. Dancing upon it is a little man wearing pointy shoes, knickers, and a red vest, all under a bright blue hat. His bristly walrus-like mustache and bushy eyebrows are a shocking neon green. As you approach, you can hear him singing a song in time with his dance. Though it seems to be in a language you've never heard before, it is a melodious, I think that's the proper way to pronounce that word, and jolly tune, and it melds seamlessly with the quiet burbling of the brook below. Cumble Fendel Mr. Bees, Fenda Fauna Feeble Foon, Uba Sina Senda Dees, Sanda Funda Bastazun.
okay, so there's a little guy dancing on a bridge, and there's a big green moon grinning at us, and he's singing to the water. And I don't know if this is an illusion or a person.
Well, here we can find out easily.
I can try to talk to him.
I could walk up the bridge.
You're blindfolded, and you're in the back.
If you fall into the purple water,
Yeah,
we
you just
don't
have to
know
tell
what's
me
going to
which
happen
way to
you.
go.
No. Let me go up. If I have to cast Term Person on my will. Let me try to talk to him. He's a bard. I'm a bard.
We could
know.
prestidigitation puff a wind by him a lot easier than getting right up in his face.
I'll just go to the bottom of the bridge. I'm not actually getting on the bridge.
Okay.
Okay, as you start moving closer, the little man looks you in the eye and winks, but continues to hop and twirl. Each line of his song rhymes, but it remains in his sing-song, unintelligible language. Looking up in confusion, you see a giant face of the moon wink at you as well. However, his dance finally draws to a close. Watch out! As he points behind you, with another wink, he disappears in a puff of multicolored smoke. Bursting out of the ground just behind you are two huge badgers. Roll initiative.
There were mushrooms in here as well.
No, this is a forest.
Okay.
And this time, let's see. I'll write them down better this time. Kenna's on a
Atta girl.
13.
Lighting it up in the rolls tonight. Get it, girl.
Oh, there it is.
Nat 20.
All right,
Oh, they have
so-
a Nat 22. Well,
Kenna is a 13. Let's see, who's next is Shailene with a 23.
yes,
No,
sir.
not 33, 23.
23, yes.
Like 33.
17.
I went yesterday.
Randall has a 9, and I did not see Sayers. Where's Sayers? Is he rolling right now?
I was last again. I had a
Oh,
5. Yeah.
Alright, so let's see. Where is my d20? Where did it go? There it is. turn to the proper page. Let me go there. Alright, so Kenny, you do have a dex modifier, correct?
Yes, I do.
Okay, cool. Okay, with that, these two badgers pop up out of the ground. Shailene, what are you going to do?
I am going to prestidigitation a small puff of wind right where the badger's head would be and see if it makes it dissipate.
Okay, noted. So that's casting spell. You got any move action or anything you like to do beyond that?
I don't know where we are, so I don't know because the map's not accurate right now, correct? So
Yeah, there is no current map for this. It's just the
I'm
picture
gonna
I
stay
showed you is what
about
you see.
I'm gonna stay about 10 feet away from them.
Alright. Whatever. Hernan, what would you like to do after she casts this puff of wind towards their face?
I will move up to the badger and give him
Would
a.
I have not been sorry?
What's
Was
that?
Or
Second. With 18.
Didn't get yours. What was yours?
18.
he's ahead of me then by
Yes,
one.
he is. Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I was just looking. I was like,
So I guess they just took the puff of wind and didn't dissipate. Is that what I'm hearing?
Well, it's not their turn, so I can't tell you what they did. Alright, sorry. But yeah, it doesn't look
Apparently, you
like
cannot just blow them away.
initially.
Evidently.
It doesn't look like initially the puff of magic you blew their direction caused anything to happen.
Ah, well, tried.
But like I said, it's not their turn yet, so there's no telling what'll happen if they're still not accosted before then.
yeah. So I would turn and because you said they were behind us, correct?
Yes, they jumped up behind you. The only warning you got that they were there was a little man pointing behind you and going, "Watch out," and winking and disappearing.
Great. So I would turn around, take whatever movement I need to get to them if I can.
Okay. No problem. They're close enough within movement range. You can get to them.
Shocking grasp.
Go ahead, roll for the attack. $13 to hit. Let's see. Okay, that does hit, and your damage is 6 lightning.
And then bonus action, unarmed strike.
Unarmed strike. Okay. Well, that was... Alright. Next is Hernan.
I'll go up to a badger, and as I'm running by, I'll tell Sayer to take that stupid blindfold off himself.
No, I'm immune to illusion, thank you.
And then I'll take a.
The badger you hit, Sadir, is unconscious or down.
Okay.
And
So
I'll
there's
take
only one left?
Appears to be one left, yes.
I'm wondering if we shouldn't have tried talking.
I'll take a swing at the badger that's still standing.
Alright, go for it.
No.
So tell me, what happened there?
As I swing my sword, it gets itself caught somewhere in the tent that I can't see because of the illusion, and is knocked out of my hand. And I'm standing in front of a badger with the sword not in my hand.
Yes, you are. Okay.
Pet him?
So, Kenna?
The sword was my action.
Kenna?
Okay, since badgers are afraid of human voices, I am going to cast Minor Illusion and scream at them.
What are you going to scream? Just, ah!
Yeah, well, yeah, they're afraid of human voices, so yeah, I'm just going to cast a scream.
Alright. You cast a scream. You notice this one doesn't seem to care too much about the scream. But you do catch behind him another one popping up out of the ground.
Drat.
Let's see, Hernan, you're right there in his face.
Oh, yeah.
But no, wait a minute. So they are ignoring the illusion
Yes.
because they have to cast a spell for that.
It's an insight check.
They have to have they have to have a successful intelligence check against my spell save.
Right, I rolled a natural 20.
Okay, I didn't roll a spell save though.
Okay, what is your spell save? Should be your basic spell save for any spells you do.
Oh, I gotta find it. Are you in my?
So
What's wrong?
Somebody else is in my card because they keep changing my page.
It's not me.
Okay.
Mine.
What do I cast for my spell save?
You should already have it. Should be like, what is it?
if you go on
Eight
your
plus
sheet to
or
the
something.
spells
plus your-
page, yeah, it'll show you at the top of the spells page if you click.
The
next-
top middle number.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, it's 14. Okay.
Okay, so yeah, with that, I got 2 points high enough to beat it, even with the negative.
Okay.
So with that, like I said, the attack on Hernan. Okay, that's gonna be a miss for the one. The other one's gonna run up. Let's see. Who do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I'm technically in the back, blindfolded, in case that matters.
Brendel, the other one is closer to you, so he will go to you. Okay,
That's
well,
alright.
that's lucky for the two of you guys. Oh wait.
Yeah, they'd have advantage to attack me, so very lucky.
All right, so Hernan's second attack against you will be a claw for a 15 to hit.
No.
All right, so
Misses.
Brendel, second will be the same number, 15 to hit with a claw.
That hits.
All right, you will take 6 points of slashing damage.
Ow.
And with that, that is both of their go. It is your go, Brendel.
All right. If it's right next to me, I can't really cast a spell without it being at disadvantage.
I think it depends on the spell itself.
Well, the only one I have is a ranged spell attack
Yeah.
for Firebolt.
Yeah, you'd be at disadvantage.
So I guess I'll
for that.
cast Firebolt at disadvantage.
All right, go ahead and roll it. At disadvantage, it's a 14 to hit. That is a hit. Damage is 6. I will take your 6.
All right.
All right, so that's on you. That's on you. Okay, so with that, Saya, you were told to take that blindfold off. And you
But I
hear-
haven't yet,
And you
because
hear
I'm
these,
safe from illusions.
You hear these growling noises, and you actually hear combat going. So what would you like to do?
Here, it's not an illusion.
I will say with your
Fine.
passive insight, you don't know.
Well, I'll take it off. This way, if it turns out to be an illusion, I can give Shailene a hard time about it later.
Mm-hmm.
So I will take it off. I think there's one of them that's adjacent to an ally.
Actually, there's two.
Yeah,
of them.
there's one
One's adjacent to Brendel that's been hit, and there's one adjacent to Hernan who's not been hit.
So stepping up to the one next to Brandel, I'll say, look, if this was an illusion, could I do this and stab at it with my rapier?
Ooh.
Wow.
And assuming a 22 hits, it'd be 14 damage.
So, what were you expecting, and what exactly?
Like nothing to happen. Like, huh.
Okay, so
That might not be an illusion, but I'm not sure. It could be acting like it's not an illusion.
So with that roll and that much damage, you dispatch this creature. But tell me exactly what we see as you dispatch it.
So I'm quite literally like surprised that it's there. Like it was
Okay.
a see, huh? I guess if you stab illusions twice, they stop hallucinating.
Blade Zeus, I'd like to thank you for your subscription.
Hey, thank you.
Hey.
That sounded very cheerful for me.
Thank you. We appreciate
You'll get over it. Don't worry.
Thank you.
Okay, so now you dispatch that one. There's only one still left alive, and it's on Hernan. It is top of the round. Shailene, what would you like to do? And yes, your puff of wind, pretty much, they just sniffled and went on to what they're doing.
All right. I'm going to, since it's next to my party member, I'm going to go ahead and use my short bow and attack it.
Far away.
13 hit? No.
Yep.
Yeah,
actually does.
sweet. All right, so that's 6 damage.
6 damage. I'll take your 6 damage.
I'm
And
going to take some movement and move about.
What is it with you guys
Tech-
and 6 damage?
Don't
Every
know.
one of these, the first hit against has been 6 damage.
Well, consistency, you know.
Okay, so you take your move.
I'm going to move 10 feet farther away.
Alright, so with that, it is now Sadir's turn.
So I would go up to the last standing one.
Which is right on
Look
her.
back to the rest of the group and be mindful of the illusions and shocking grasp.
Go for it. You already have. Look at that. Alright. Electricity shoots through this creature's body. You smell burnt fur. Growls, but it's still standing there.
Bonus action, unarmed strike.
Can even smell things with this illusion.
These are some good mushrooms around here.
We should sell these.
Okay,
I mean-
and with that, that one is now no longer around. You have dispatched that particular creature, my friend.
So
And
now
I-
they all
I-
dead?
A bow
All
to
of them dead.
the beaver.
I would
badger.
like to get close to it and inspect.
Yeah, I want to look at them and see if there's anything I can get off of them.
Well, I want to
Well-
see if they were indeed badgers or something else pretending to be badgers, if that makes sense.
They are. Well, give me a nature check.
Nature, not my best attribute.
I was really hoping you'd roll a 1.
Oh my god.
These, you've not seen many badgers in your day, but you're sure that these are whatever they look like. That's what they are. They're nothing different about them. They're some furry creature that got in here somehow.
Okay. Well, I mean, we are by a forest. It could be that they were lured here.
So, can I investigate the hole that they probably dug themselves out of to see if it looks like a legitimate badger hole?
Pretty much, it does. It looks just like
I
a
mean-
Okay.
legitimate badger hole they dug themselves up through.
Guys, bears
Is there
attacking
anything I
one
can
day.
get off of them?
The only thing you can probably get off of them is maybe their claws and fangs. There's nothing of any value other than that on them.
Still
Bears
cool to
attack one
have.
day, badgers attack another. This is
No,
not
still
boding
the same
well.
That
day.
was this morning.
Same day.
This morning?
Yep.
Yeah.
Still same
Oh.
day.
It's been a
Remember,
long
the last
day.
It's been a long
How
day.
can it be the same day as I almost watched my friend die?
Thank
Here's
you.
the thing. The next thing that's going to attack, it's going to be slightly smaller, but there's going to be 5 of them.
Hopefully not.
Thank you for
But-
putting that into the universe.
Just saying. We had one bear, 3 badgers.
2 spiders. Well, how many spiders
okay.
were there?
And a
There were a
party
lot more than
compared
two
to
spiders.
Yeah.
You went to find.
I was on that front line alone, and there were a
2
lot more than 2.
All right, so
big spiders, though, mom and dad.
as you guys
Boys.
look around, the only path you can see before you is to cross that little bridge and go over the creek and continue.
Is the moon still smiling at us?
Yep, it's still up
Then
there.
I put my blindfold back
Let's
on.
go.
I'm
Let's
going to
go.
wink back at the moon as we cross the bridge.
I'm
So,
going to wave to the
um,
moon.
Is anybody helping Sayar by any chance?
I'm assuming he's holding on to whoever's last
That's.
in.
I mean, I haven't.
That
heard
was my
that.
assumption as well.
I haven't heard that, so I just thought I'd ask.
You should
Well, I didn't want to interrupt earlier when you were giving us the box text, so I was prepared to say that, but I didn't want to interrupt.
I just wanted to make sure before we continued on.
Oh no, yeah, I
Right.
definitely whoever's in front of me is.
So
I'm
who
holding
is
their shirt.
actually leading Sayar through this tent of whatever? Who's going to be
Well,
his seeing eyeball?
I'm going first across the bridge, so
And
whoever.
I'm right behind Kenna.
I mean, I would assume that I would probably be leading him through.
All right. So with that, you guys.
I joke about going too far over.
I would worry with you leading me if there's like a real bridge, but if it's only an illusory bridge, I think I'm okay.
So
I
are you
hope it's an
guys
illusory bridge.
taking the bridge? You gonna try to take another
There.
path? What are you trying to do?
There's a part of me that really wants to shoot a firebolt at the moon.
No, just
At
leave
the
the
top of
moon
the tent?
alone. Leave the moon
Yeah, at the-
alone. It could be one of our troop.
Do it.
It could be.
Uh-oh.
Oh wow!
Weather
Hey,
warning
silver,
or something.
Nope.
silver alert.
This
There was
is
an Amber
the
alert
emergency
earlier.
broadcast system.
Yeah.
No, it was an Amber Alert.
Yeah.
Do not
Okay.
cross the bridge.
Yeah, I think we're going to stay over here after that.
Um,
We have to cross the bridge.
That's true. There's nothing else we can do.
I apologize. I forgot that I had the sound stolen on that. Which is a good thing that's what went off instead of my text, because that's copyrighted. Alright, so you guys are going to take the bridge across?
Yes.
I don't see why
Yes.
not.
Alright, so you cross a bridge, and in the blink of an eye, for those who can see,
Wink,
the
wink.
scenery has changed once again. The bright face of the moon has disappeared behind grim, stormy clouds of blue and purple. The forest still surrounds you, but it is dark and presses in menacingly. The trees have lost their leaves, and out of the corner of your eyes you could swear you see the gnarled bark forming contoured faces that watch you as you pass. And with that,
Yay.
I will show you exactly what it is you're looking at. Doo-doo.
So where are we now? Someone tell me what's going on. Hey,
There you go.
Shailene, what's going on?
Trees look like they're going to eat our souls.
So more illusions.
Okay,
I
there
disbelieve.
are many large eyes glint from behind the branches but disappear before you can approach them. Lightning flashes overhead, but it leaves a sickly green afterglow in the horizon. Shadowy shapes follow behind you and scurry across the meandering path ahead, always just out of sight. You turn a corner as a dozen shapes come charging down the path towards you. It looks to be a pack of wolves, but their forms shimmer and occasionally seem to overlap with one another.
Are there five of them?
No, he said over a dozen, and I think it's an
Oh.
illusion.
Is it 5 dozen?
No, there are 12 wolves coming towards you.
All right.
But their shapes are overlapping, so I think it's an illusion.
That makes sense to me.
Their shapes
There.
are overlapping?
Do I smell anything coming towards us?
Ooh.
Yes, okay, that's what I said. Do you smell? I don't know. Do you smell?
I don't know. Do I smell?
Well, I mean, he smells, yeah, but can he sniff and smell?
Let's see.
No.
With
I
a
have a
21
good charisma. I assure you,
with
I
a
don't
21
smell it.
perceptions with a sniff, you are able to pick up what appears to be a canine smell, like a dirty dog kind of smell.
Like wet dog, or like
Not
dog
exactly
that was
wet
rolling
dog,
around
but
in
maybe
stinky
something that's
mud.
been rolling around in stinky dirt.
Okay, so my daughter's dog,
Sure, which one is that?
Dresden.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Dresden.
All right,
a great
so
name.
once again, those beautiful initiative rolls. I know you guys are enjoying this.
Well, there you go.
Why we signed up, right?
I'm above a 10 for a change. I don't know what to do.
Is that the right one?
I mean, take off the
So.
blindfold.
No,
Oh yeah, you need to be rolling initiative at disadvantage. No.
Really?
No.
I thought disadvantage is only on attack rolls.
It
when you can't
is. I'm
see.
just
Okay.
messing with
I was like, oh, okay, so just bend over the table that I had to move to. All right.
That you put
I
on your
guess.
own face.
All right, so with that, let's see. Let me make sure I keep this down because I don't need it seen. Sayer had a 14.
Yep.
Brendel had a 5. Who do we got next? Hernan got a 9.
Correct.
Sidir's got an 18. Kenna, what did you got?
Kenna has a 7.
7. And what do you got, you, Shailene?
17.
Alright, so now I need to roll mine. Okay. And that's noted. What is Kenna's dexterity modifier?
I don't know.
No,
I think a 2.
I'll let her go first.
Hold on. Yeah, it's a 2.
Okay, so rearranging my people here. No, not on top of Hernan. Why would Sadir be on top of Hernan?
Bonding?
Well,
Not again.
Okay, so as these 12 wolves start running down the path towards you, Sidir, you have first action.
I do what I do best. I run up and punch one in the face.
Okay, so you run up and punch one in the face. Give me an attack roll.
So, shocking grasp. Here we go. 13 to hit.
Okay, so let's see. With that, you roll me a d20.
D20.
Oh.
Okay, so with that, the wolf you punch disappears.
Okay.
You now have 11 there. Shailene.
I'm gonna walk up to one and swing my sword. If it looks like it's gonna dissipate that easy, we'll see if it works for all of them.
Okay, so give me a swing.
Aha.
All night long.
Natural 20.
I see that. So give me another d20 roll. Just a plain d20 roll. Alright, so with that, another one disappears.
I shouldn't have tried so hard.
So next up is Sayer. You're blindfolded. Do you hear them talking about these growling wolves?
I do, so I will take the blindfold off. And I guess since there's how many of these things are left?
10.
10?
10?
Appears to be 10 of them still standing.
Okay. So is there one that's adjacent to somebody else that would let me get the opportune strike going?
Not at the moment, because the two that ran up to attack, theirs disappeared.
All right, then. Well, that makes me a little bit sad.
Do any of the wolves look different than the other wolves?
Oh, they all look the same.
Okay.
All right, then I guess I'll just head for the nearest one.
Yep.
And I will ready to stab it as soon as my opportune strike would go off.
Okay, so you're holding until somebody else gets next to it.
I do like to get the extra damage.
Alright, next up is Hernan. What are you doing?
I will move up to the one that Sayer is.
There you go, Sayer.
Ha-ha!
Now roll me a d20. Disappears.
That's right.
Nice.
So that's 3. Alright, what's going on?
Hernan's in the middle of going.
No, sorry, I apologize. I was checking chat.
I haven't had an issue with the buffering. I have it up on the side.
Okay, so you have no issue. So, Brother
I have
Leon,
no
I believe
issues.
it's probably just you.
But we have been, I think, kind of far behind where we were.
Alright.
It's a couple seconds off for me.
Well, it should be a few seconds off to give us a little
Yeah.
bit of a buffer, but not too much. Oh, hey, I'm about to yank my dang headset off. Alright, so what to say? Hernan, you ran up, and the wolf you were going to go hit disappears.
So I will aim for another.
Okay, go for it.
Swing.
Critical hit. Give me another d20.
And then just a straight 20. Alright. 9.
Okay, with that, another one disappears. So that is going to be 1, 2, what do you get? 3, 4 down.
4 gone. 8 left.
Okay, so next up
Welcome
is
to the Nat 20 Club.
Kenna. You're seeing these wolves popping like bubbles. What are you doing?
I'm going to cast another minor illusion. And I'm going to cast a big juicy 5-foot stake in their direction.
Alright. Okay, so noted. With that, you do notice they all that are still standing turn towards the stake. Well, wait a minute, let me verify that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of them turn and head towards your juicy steak, while the other 2 seem to meander, or the other 4 seem to meander, somewhat confused as to what's going on.
Wonderful, wonderful.
But they actually will run up to, let's see, who are the first ones? I'll go in order here. 1, 2, 3, Sayer. Oh, that's a 19 plus.
Yes.
So that'll be 7 piercing damage.
Ow.
And give me a strength saving throw, if you will, please, sir.
Don't go dying on us now.
All right.
15,
You are fine. You are not knocked prone.
which is good.
All right. So the next one will attack 5. Kenna. One of the two that walk towards you, or towards your direction,
Yes.
misses you completely. Rolled a 2.
Awesome.
All right. So with that, Rendell, you are up. There are 8 wolves, 4 moving towards an illusionary stake, while 4 are moving to pretty much attack your. Let's see. Still got that
So-
one. That's a miss, and that one's a miss. All right.
So the one that attacked Sayer, knowing that Sayer has already been knocked down once, I'm gonna try to hit it with a firebolt.
That's friendship right there.
I appreciate that.
9.
Mm.
All right. One big bad acid trip. Yeah, I see that. With that, give me a d20 roll. Because there are 2 currently over Sayer's body.
Woo! Natural 1.
Oh, not over.
Yeah, one of them.
Don't get
Disappears.
ahead of yourself.
Okay, one of the 2 that are standing over him or next to him is gone. It disappears. So we are now back to the top of the round. Do you have a move you want to do? No, you already moved up and hit, so. And there's still one sitting there, so unless you want to move away from that one. You do
I'll
have
move back.
You do have your bonus action. My bad. I forget monks and all that.
Can Berndell just shout to Sayer, what would I say? You're welcome.
Well, that's a free action. You still have
Yeah.
that bonus action.
I don't have anything I can use that bonus action with, unfortunately, as a wizard. At least not yet.
Oh, that's right. I'm thinking Sadir. I apologize.
That's alright.
So yeah, because you're not standing right up there, so you still have a move action. You don't have to worry about that. But it is Sadir's turn. That's why I think my mind was set to Sadir.
Sorry. So there are 3 that are still near or closer.
Am I dancing in
closer
and
to
out of
us.
my dang camera? There's 1 on Sayer, there's 2 on Kenna, and there's 4 that seem to be going towards the illusionary stake. So they're all within movement range, but. So if I step over
All right,
here.
so the ones that are
I'm still in
over.
range. Okay, cool.
All right, so I'll walk up to the ones that are closest to Sayer,
Okay, there's only 1 on
One.
him. The other
Yeah.
2 are on Kenna.
and I will shocking grasp.
Shocking grasp. Okay. With that, you smell burnt fur and flesh.
Nice.
And the creature that you lean forward and touch ever so gently with your shocking grasp yelps.
Nope.
And Sayer smells doggy breath as it yelps over him.
So,
it's
bonus action,
still standing.
unarmed strike.
Go for it. With that, though, you
Whiff.
It dodges out of the way because now it knows you're there, so it misses him completely.
Okay.
Shailene, you are up.
All right, I'm going to keep my distance and attack one of the ones that's next to Kenna.
Okay. And you're shooting with the bow, correct?
Yes.
Fire away.
I'm gonna have to.
Oh,
All right.
finally.
And the arrow
Finally.
flies past Kenna's head out into the trees somewhere.
Well, I tried.
At least it didn't hit me in the head.
I didn't. Yes.
Well, she was only 1 point away from that being a possibility, so that's cool.
This is true.
Missed it by that much.
Not much. All right. So with that, it is now. You do have a move action if you wish to use it.
No, I'm going to stay where I am.
All right. Sayer, you were still standing, so I don't
Yep.
know why I kept saying over you.
I know. I was trying to say you're getting ahead of yourself there. So the one that was next to me, I think he dropped with the shocking grasp. It sounded like.
Still standing.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, I will stab it with the rapier.
Okay, go for it. That's the 13 to hit.
13 AC.
Ooh, you just hit it.
Nice.
Excellent.
The
well,
more
it
you know.
just hit it is 17 damage.
Mm-hmm. And you're using a rapier?
Yep.
Have you ever stuck a stick to a piece of styrofoam?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's pretty much what the wolf's head looks like with your rapier sticking through it. It's like you just stuck it straight through a block of styrofoam.
Does it come out easily?
I mean, it is a rapier. It's going to slide out easily, but
Excellent.
the wolf is confirmedly dispatched.
Well, I think there was another one left over here, over by our wizard. No, sorry,
Kenna.
our yeah.
Kenna's
Dancer,
got
yeah.
two
Move
on
over to
her.
that one and pull out the dagger and use an offhand attack, something I realized I should have been doing for a while and forgot. So, nice.
Woo!
It can have a crit for only 5 points of damage since I don't get to add
Yep, roll me a
the
d20.
dex to that.
Wait, what? Huh?
A 1? I don't know if popping is good or not.
It disappears.
Probably not, because in that musical, the woman kills the guy who pops. But other than that, it's probably not good. All right, so
Yes.
I think I'm done.
All right, so with that, it is now Huranan's go. There are 4 wolves that are sniffing at this fake steak, and 1 over on Kenna.
I'll go to the one on Kenna, and is it possible to flank it?
Well, I mean, that's entirely up to you. You want to stand in a flanking type position?
Correct.
Sure, you can
I would
stand
like
behind
to.
it.
All right. And I'm going to try and attack it with my sword.
Well, do try.
A swing.
Natty!
Sadvantage.
Oh, sorry.
Well,
Wait a minute, where is
that
your sword?
happened.
Where is your sword? You go to swing your sword.
That's a great question.
You go to swing your sword, and you swing, and just as you're about to come for the final arc, you realize, I don't have my sword. It's over there somewhere.
Yeah, it must be, because I guess I dropped it when I ran over.
No, you dropped it when you fumbled on the last attack. Right? Or was that with the Badgers?
That was with the Badgers.
Oh, my bad. No, this time, you just
Left
don't
it
like
in
your
the other
sword.
tent?
Apparently.
Oh. Oh.
I hope not. Wasn't it a good one?
What was that?
Wasn't that one of the good ones?
Apparently not.
You didn't have the special
Derek,
blade?
the Sarah.
Oh, no, I was not using the Sarek Iron Sword, no.
Okay. Well,
Good. It's good.
Who was using that special sword?
I
He
have
has
it,
it.
but I'm not
He
using
just
it right
wasn't
now.
using it.
are you sure? Because you never picked up your other sword from the other place.
Well, I figured I would have picked it up when we all started making our way.
You
Figured.
figured.
Do you still have the wooden one? Is that what happened?
All right, then I can be using the Iron Short Sword, if you want.
Ouch.
Then that's double 18, double 8s.
Okay, well, it's somewhere around here.
I mean, you still rolled snake eyes, let's
Yeah.
face it.
Yep.
It's just which sword you've thrown into the woods again. You
Yeah.
might want to check your grip because there's
Those are
something-
melee weapons, not ranged.
Because for some odd reason, you just they're slipping through your hands and your grasp. You don't understand why. So with that was your go. You do still have a move action and a bonus action if you wish to use either one of those.
Nah.
You sure?
I moved, and it's just like, things aren't going great right now.
Yeah, he might trip over his feet and knock himself out.
Yep.
Okay, so Kenna, you are now up, and there is a bunch of people trying to be helpful, and you have one wolf on you.
Try real hard, like.
Okay, so the question is, how close is the wolf? Could I use a crossbow, or do I need to use a dagger?
You're within melee. You can use the crossbow, but it's at disadvantage, or you can use your dagger without disadvantage. Actually, with advantage. Take it back. You have advantage if you use your dagger, because you're technically flanked with Hernan.
Okay, I will use my dagger.
All right. And that is a definite hit for 3 points of
18.
damage.
Woohoo!
I will take your 8 points of damage, and I will snarl at you. And you do feel solid hit when you do this.
Ooh, a solid hit. Okay.
Okay, so okay, sorry, just checking the chat. I apologize. With that, it is their go. Snap, snap, growl. The one on you, Kenna, is going to, since you're the only one that's hit it, kind of you swear the wolf chuckles in Herdan's direction, but I mean, you don't speak animal, so no real telling. But with that, that is a 15 to bite you, Kenna.
Yep.
That'll be 7 points of piercing damage. Give me a strength saving throw.
Oy.
Boy.
All right, you're good. You're still standing.
I have now 0 hit points.
Oh no.
Oh, are you unconscious?
I only had 7 hit points to start.
Okay, so there was no need for the strength. You are prone on the ground. You pass out. Now I have another 4.
Yeah, I was the one that didn't get healed.
So with the 4...
Whoops.
Shailene, one of those wolves that snapped at the illusionary stake seems to be growling, moves up towards you, swing, and what is that? That is a 13 to hit.
I believe that hits.
Does it? Give me a strength
Yep,
save.
I'm a 13, so.
Strength save and 7 points of damage. So you're good on the strength, but you take the 7 points of piercing.
Okay. That's
All right, the second one comes up to you as well. All right, he misses. The next one comes up to Sidir with a shoot. That's going to be a 21 to hit. Sidir,
I'm looking. It
21.
yeah, it
I'm
hits.
sure.
Yeah.
Should.
No, I was debating on my shield. That's good.
Ah, gotcha. Works. Give me 7 points of damage and a strength save. Second one's going to roll at you. I'm sure that one's a miss.
Ooh.
Well,
I'm
maybe it's not. Yep, it's still a miss. Alright. So there's 2 on you, 2 on Shailene. It is now Brandel's turn. And of course, Kenna is out.
Okay, so I just saw the one that was near Kenna knock her out, so I am going to firebolt that one now and kind of roll my eyes as I keep having to attack these things that are basically knocking all of my friends out.
Okay, go ahead and roll the attack.
I'm actually going to use the reward you gave me earlier to give myself advantage, if that's okay.
That is entirely up to you.
Alright, let's do this thing.
Okay, so give me a d20 roll.
Oh, wrong way.
Wrong way. Hey.
Okay, so with that you smell burnt flesh, burnt fur, and you hear the yelp of the wolf you hit.
Nice.
And
Now,
with
if only
that,
I
it is Sidir's turn.
I'm prone. So I would stand up.
My
With my
dice will
movement?
not be cold for Sunday. Don't worry about that, brother, may I? Alright, so
And so yeah, so I'm prone, so I will spend my movement to stand up.
alright.
And I will hit the one that
Why are you prone?
because I failed my
Yeah,
strength.
that's right, you failed your strength save. My bad. I forgot when you actually did fall. Okay, so here's message to Shailene. So you take half your movement to get up. You got 2 wolves on you.
And I've got 2, just they're both on me.
You have 2
Yes,
on
I'll-
you and 2 on Shailene.
Yeah, so I'll go ahead and punch one of them with a shocking grasp.
Okay, go ahead and give me the roll for the attack.
Woo, 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 woo.
Now give me
Alright.
a d20 roll. Okay, so with that, you only have 1 wolf.
Oh,
on
I
you.
did not mean to hit that. I'm sorry.
Unfortunately,
Darn that.
the critical hit was to an illusion.
Ignore that.
All right.
So,
So can I use my bonus? No, because it's an illusion. It's a different target.
does it state against the same target? I think it just states as long as you do a monk weapon based attack.
Okay.
I don't
Well,
believe
then
it
I will
says
take.
the same target though, does it?
Uh,
If you attack with a monk, I'm not reading it. I'm just trying to remember it. If you attack with a monk weapon, you're allowed to make a bonus action as a unarmed strike.
If you're talking the regular monk, it can be anybody.
Yeah. So
Okay,
But
so I
I
can
know
hit
he's
him-
got a special thing going on.
well, it's just the shocking grasp is the only difference. Is it counts towards it. So
yeah, it counts.
Alright,
as
so
a
I'll just
monk
take my-
attack, So yeah,
yeah, so I'll take an unarmed strike on the second one.
on the second one, and that one you feel flesh.
Okay.
And let me refresh my memory here. Brendel, you shot one against Shailene or against?
Against Shailene,
Okay.
and I only did 1 point of damage.
Yes, I got the damage. I just couldn't remember which one it was. Okay, so I am standing, or the wolf is anyway. With that, Shailene, you have two of them on you. One of them smells of burnt hair.
I'm going to attack the one that does not smell of burnt hair with my scimitar.
Okay, go for it.
Clicky, clicky. Aha!
Sweet. Get rid of them critical hits. That one pops. So you have one on you, one on Sidir, and I believe there is still one on Kenna. And it is now Sayer's turn. And I believe you're within range of the one that's on Kenna.
Well, I mean, I'm going to go help Shailene because that's what I do.
Alright.
So,
Does 16 hit you?
am I walking away from the one that he had shocking grasped?
No, you're
Oh,
the
good.
one next to Kenna.
Oh, yeah, I forgot I was over there.
Crap.
Yeah, 16 hits.
Alright, 7 points of piercing damage and a strength saving throw.
That was a bad decision.
Thank
I
you.
was trying to give you a heads up.
I know, but without being able to see it,
I know.
I often have difficulty putting it in my head. And you had already rolled, so that was that.
Okay, so give me that strength save.
I don't need to. I'm a 0.
No, okay. So, Sair drops to the ground. This
But I
wolf's
was
got-
trying to help.
This wolf's got
So-
lunch. Hernan.
What was your reward earlier?
Well, I
street
will.
cred.
Oh,
So
never
rep.
mind.
Yeah, rep.
I'll grab the short sword if I can pick it up and
Yep.
attack the wolf that's here.
Go for it.
Let's try. No, that sword's gone. That's 3 in a row. So
Wow.
that sword's just gone.
God.
Have you ever thought of using a different weapon?
Yeah,
It
this
was
is the
a
first
different
time
weapon.
using this weapon. The last two were with the longsword that I apparently lost.
Maybe we should take that, Shailene, or I should take that short sword off your hands.
So,
You're unconscious. You don't know anything.
um,
I have something
you're
else
gonna
I can
tell
use.
me
I have a
about it.
longbow. I'll get that out and use that at point blank range.
Break
Hernan,
it.
what happens with this sword?
Why don't you tell me? Because I really have no idea.
Okay, let's see. We got 1, 2, 3 standing, so... Brendel, give me
Yep.
a dex saving throw.
Oh no.
Oh boy. Alrighty, let's see here. Big money, no whammies.
Hey guys, how did your party wipe? Well, you see.
Hey!
So, as
Swords.
you cast this firebolt at the one, it causes a little bit of damage, and just as you turn your head, Hernan's sword flies right past your face. And lands in the
could-
trees off to your left somewhere.
So could I try to grab it as it use my reaction to try to grab it as it flies by?
You can certainly give it a shot. I will either acrobatics or straight dex roll.
It's not much better one way or the other.
It
Come on.
just wasn't enough to catch it.
On game.
Oh, there it is. 9. Yeah. That's okay. I tried.
Yeah, if the other one had been the first roll, it would have been better. But
That's okay. So did
Yeah.
he with the swing.
so yeah, as it goes
Yeah.
by, you go reach out to try to catch it, and your hand closes just as it's out of reach. That was
Darn.
That was not your go. That was his go. So it
Yeah.
is now the wolf that's been chewing on the party members is going to attack
Nice.
Hernan with a 8 misses.
Yeah.
Side air, you have one on you. It's going to attack you for a 13
Hernan,
to
if it's
hit.
by you, you could punch it in the muzzle next time. Just-
Thir-
I'll just try the longbow. Why not?
13 to hit side ear.
No, sir.
Okay, Shailene. Shailene.
Yes.
It's a 23.
Oh,
It's a 23 to hit. You'll take 7 points of piercing damage. Give
and
me-
I fall.
Well, I was gonna say, how close is she to me? Is she within 5 feet?
No.
Okay, then never mind.
Okay, I am I'm down.
All right, so with that, it is now Brendel's turn. You see Shailene drop to the ground.
Son of a bitch. Show of hands, how many people are down?
Yeah, I mean, we can't raise our hands if we're down, technically. So,
That's true.
But
So-
3 of us.
So Sadir
All
and
right.
Hernan are standing there with their hands in their pockets going, "Oh, it's not us."
Okay. I am going to firebolt the one that looks like it has a scorch mark from the last time I hit it. Or is
Okay.
that one gone?
No, it's still sitting there. It's over. It's the one that just took Shailene down.
It can suck on that.
Yeah.
That one burst into. Actually, you know what? Why don't you tell me what happens to that one? Seeing as how it only had 10 points.
Let's just say I roast him from the inside out.
Okay,
So fired
Si-
straight down the throat.
Sadir and Hernan, you're getting a little hungry because you're smelling this roasted meat. With that, it is now Sadir's turn. You still have one on you.
Yeah, I'm now punching it, shocking grass, straight to the face.
Go for it.
Hang on, I gotta break my character sheet out again. Mine crashed.
Yeah, mine was doing something funny the other night when I was on the Star Wars game.
There we go.
Only hope is to burn my
Yes.
burn my dice. You can't burn my dice. That's the gooey dice.
Let's go.
That's why I
20 to
said
hit.
hopefully they're the ones you're giving away.
Nope. Those are still in the bag. 20 shocking grasp.
9 damage.
All right, 9 damage. He had 3 points left. So the eyes pop, and you smell the burnt flesh and burnt hair.
Can
And
I
of
reach the
course-
other one with the other unarmed strike?
Yes, you haven't used a movement range. You can reach the other one with an
Okay. Yeah, so I'll move in unarmed strike on the other. 11 to hit.
11 does not hit. It dodges out of the way.
All right, I'm done.
Shailene, give me a roll.
No.
Kenna, give me a roll. I missed you a minute ago.
What am I rolling?
Death save.
Death save. Oh.
I was gonna say, if you want
Oh.
to / whisper roll to me, you're more than welcome to.
Ah, that's all right. It is what it is.
All right, and failed. Ooh. Those two are bleeding out. So with that, it is Sayer's turn to roll the death save.
Go ahead and make it public, my friend.
I already, no. I already sent it to the GM.
Yes, he
I'll let
did.
him
Death
tell you what I
saves.
just did.
So as Shailene's laying there bleeding out on the ground, and Hernan's looking around at all the bodies laying on the ground, Sayer's eyes pop open.
I rolled a 20. That's right.
Nice.
So
And-
I think there was a wolf right next to
Right next to
Shailene.
you. No,
right.
that one's dead. It's one right next to you and Hernan, the one that took you down.
Oh, okay.
I'd say thank you, but I'm unconscious.
I will stand. I'll stand and I will stab the one that's next to me. You said Hernan's adjacent to it?
Yes. Dun, dun, dun.
Ugh.
I'm sure
That's going to miss.
To be fair, You just came back from the dead, so
That's true. But the offhand with the dagger might do
2 points.
something.
Actually, you can add the sneak attack damage to that one because it actually hits.
I wasn't sure if I could.
Well, the DM
because
said
it
you
just-
could, so I'd go with
Okay, fair enough. Good point. Good point. So then,
take it.
yeah. So we'll make it a total of 6.
All right, he's still standing.
Eh.
So
Yeah.
Hernan, you hear,
Yes.
you see Sayre pop up like a daisy and stab the wolf. Pretty good too. It yelps, jumps in the air, and it's kind of standing there, wiggling on its legs. What are you doing?
I will get in a flanking position with Sayre, and I'm gonna try and punch it. Because my swords are gone.
You can't drop your fist,
Go for
right?
it. Swing.
Famous
Swing.
last words. You
Swing.
can't drop your fist.
I have
I wanna see
3
it.
rolls that I'm
Come
willing
on.
to use. So I'm gonna have advantage.
Roll.
And what? I don't have an
Oh my
unarmed
God.
strike prepared.
Just roll it.
Well, I don't have an unarmed strike prepared.
Still
it- it-
1d4?
It'll just be your strength plus 1 point if you hit.
Oh, well, for me.
And
Well, for the attack roll.
just D20 plus your strength.
Okay, so that's.
And I guess you're proficient in unarmed strike, right? I can't recall how that
I'm a
is.
fighter. I
If-
don't
Yeah,
think
if
you're-
so.
It would be the same as your strength save, so you can always just click that and use that as your die roll. It won't give you the damage, but it'll tell you if you hit.
Well, it's 5 damage
We're
because I have
taking-
a +4 in strength.
So
Well, you have advantage on that, don't you?
I can. Yeah, let's try it again.
Hmm.
I finally roll. So that's
You
5
punch-
damage.
In the nose.
So, Conan,
I just need to get rid of my swords.
you punch this wolf right in the snout. You hear bone crunch. Its eyes roll in the back of its head. Its nose just flops to the side as the wolf falls to the ground and it's not breathing, and blood starts pouring out of its mouth.
Poor puppers.
Poor puppers, my ass.
Puppers.
Tony. Yes.
Conan, give me another roll.
Oh.
Another death save?
Yes, please.
Every time. Unless somebody
Right,
wants
you
to,
good?
I don't know, stabilize us.
All the wolfers are gone, so Rendell.
All the wolves are gone.
Yes.
Yeah.
I am going to
Stabilize.
run up to, we'll say, Shailene.
Well, Kenna's been
And-
down longer.
That's true. I'll run up to Kenna and do a medicine check on Kenna to see if I can
Give me
stabilize.
a medicine check roll then, please.
Come on, let's not make it worse. Hey,
Hey.
Woo!
All right, so you're able to staunch the bleeding and stabilize her. Sideer, you're next.
Please help.
So. Alright, so yeah, I'll run over to Shailene and try a medicine check to try and stabilize.
You've got
Oh,
this.
God. You know.
Maybe.
You poke your fingers in the bite wounds.
Uh-huh.
And you're just kind of like digging around in there.
Ooh.
Crap.
Juicy.
Um,
I tried.
so Sayre, you see Sideer stick his fingers in Shailene's abdomen where the wolf had bit her pretty hard, and you start seeing little spurts of blood shooting out past his fingers. What are you going to do?
I'll go over and help.
All right.
You're gonna help him shove his fingers in my
I'm
abdomen.
gonna try to save your life.
Mansplain to me how to do this.
Well, it's usually not a hard roll, and
You
I'm
don't- plus
poke,
11's
you don't
21?
poke there, you poke here.
This
So-
is because of the bruise thing, isn't it?
So
Hey,
you
don't poke my best friend.
so you yank his finger out. About that time, a big spout of blood spurts out.
Why would you do that?
Oh
to
yeah,
her?
by the way, Shailene, I need a death save.
Yeah, I'm sure you
Oh,
do.
God.
I like it.
Okay.
Okay.
Hernan,
so
you see these two guys just poking at the wounds on Shailene and blood spurting out everywhere, and
I'm gonna try and help stabilize.
Roll McGee coming this way. Actually,
Wait. I have a luck point. It's probably gonna be worse. It's not. That was a 16.
I'm dead.
After sticking your finger in the wound and making it bigger, you're like, wait a minute, right? And then you're able to staunch the bleeding and
I'm done.
stabilize her.
I'm done.
No, y'all don't need a healer.
Guys,
See, I'm
let me
lucky.
get out of the tent.
I'm gonna go find my sword.
Give me a perception check.
Yeah, I'm. Hey, sorry, whatever's going on in there, we couldn't figure it out.
You're able to find your sword without a problem.
Do I find the other one, or would I have to go further?
You find both of them.
Okay, thank you.
I need
Here,
a
you can always put the blind.
Oh,
I need
merciful
a perception
DM.
check from Sire because he said something about leaving the tent.
Yeah.
You
So
notice only
if I can figure out how to get out, I'm gonna drag Shailene out because we're not getting killed in here.
You find
this is where I die.
You can't seem to find anywhere but the direction in front of you to go. There is no path behind you.
I don't think we have any sort of feeling at all, do we?
No, because somebody, namely myself, decided to play Brendel instead of Quimber.
Hey, there's this
Yes,
there's
that's
this
who we
guy
can
over at the
blame.
archery range.
Yes, but we can't get there.
Yeah, I want to talk to Sadir about the training that Bran should be giving him. Maybe there should be some sort of medical training there.
Uh-huh.
But y'all could just try to bandage us again, and maybe give us a hit point back.
Are you sure you want us to try that?
I mean, I
That'd be
can
pretty
stay
good with
far
my
away.
Because 3 of us just got done poking in wounds.
I'm gonna
I'm
be very
stable.
sore.
She's still bleeding out, but at least I'm stable.
No,
I'm good. I'm good.
We fixed her.
I mean,
Oh,
I'm not
okay.
good. I'm okay. I guess.
You only have 1 hit point less than me.
That's what we're going with. Okay. All right.
I mean, it is
Low
technically
bars.
true.
Low bars.
Okay.
Well, yeah, you can't get much lower than that.
So you guys are sitting in this forest and you see only one path ahead of you. What would you guys like to do?
I'd like
Have
Hill.
dinner and call it
If
a
we
night.
stay and rest, do we heal?
I'll tell you what. I'll give you 5 minutes to think about it.
Oh, okay.
So what we're
All
going
right.
to do
Probably
is we're going to take our 5-minute break. Give me just a moment to bring up what I need to bring up.
I got attacked, but I never took a single point of damage in that whole
Now,
encounter. It's just
I
not
will be
enough.
honest. This is the first time using it, so if it doesn't work the first time, bear with me. We'll make sure we straighten it out. So as we go, type in the chat if you want to a chance at winning the custom dice that we have. You're going to type the
good
word GUI in the chat. Okay, let me see what happens here. Yes, type the word GUI. No capitals, just straight GOOEY. And let me see. Okay, how do I... What the heck? Okay, give me a moment. I'll let you know in chat when it's ready to go. So what we're going to do is we'll go ahead and take off, let our players get a little bit of a 5 to 10 minute break so they can use bathrooms, and we will be back shortly.
Good luck on
Ladies and gentlemen, if you'll type exclamation point GOOEY like I just typed in chat, it'll give you an entry into the giveaway. So please go ahead and do that now. Okay, we're back. Before we do the drawing, Blade Zeus was a subscriber. Are you still in chat with us today?
It doesn't look like he's in the chat still.
Okay. So, we will have our drawing. Let me see if I can actually do that. And draw. Okay. So, did you see that or no?
We didn't see it. I think you're the one that sees it.
Oh, okay, because I gotta accept it.
So now you get to make a nice big announcement, right, Dan?
Okay, so let's see. Who do we got?
Well, that's right.
Ah,
Blade
that's right.
Zeus was on his phone. I forgot about that.
What's going on? Did it go through? Did that go through or no?
I don't see anything, Dan.
Yeah, we don't see it.
Alright, well, it looks like Lunatic Dungeon Master was the winner.
That'd be Ronnie.
Mm-hmm. So I'll definitely gift him.
Alright. So let's close that out for now. And we will get back into this. When we left off, we were 2 down, 1 partially down, and now we're down to several wolves. With only 1 clear path to take. What
The
exactly would you
worst
guys
game
like
of
to try to
Doctor
do?
ever.
Yes, the worst game of Operation. Ever.
Operation.
Yeah, Doctor's a different game.
Oh,
Yes, so next game, I can't say it's going to be next Friday, but next game that we have, we will also have another giveaway for the dice. So be sure to chime in and try for them again. So what are y'all doing?
I'm laying still.
Yeah, I'm hoping to heal by not moving.
Well, I mean, that is a good idea, but you'd have to lay there for at least what? An
That's what
hour
we were
or so?
talking about. I don't think we have any way to wake them up.
Unless y'all do medicine checks on us, I guess. I think maybe.
Well,
Wonder
we
what those mushrooms
stabilized
would
you,
do to
so
somebody.
Well, the mushrooms you don't see anymore. All you see is these scary looking
that's
trees.
right. Yeah, I don't want scary looking tree.
I mean, I got a silver flute or a tin of blueberry snuff.
I'll try the
think any-
stuff.
I'll open it and let you have a pinch.
I mean, at least one of us can feel good about something.
Alright, so
You're not going to just put a little right there for me? No? Okay. Well,
there's the blueberry snuff.
No, you wouldn't enjoy it. You're unconscious.
Just rubs it all over your face.
I probably shouldn't trust them with stuff like that.
Don't give him ideas, jeez.
I don't have a Sharpie.
Brendel wants
Well,
to
one,
see
it's in
if
your
she
ear.
can-
Enjoy.
Brendel wants to see if she can punch a hole through the tent and maybe break this illusion. So she's
Okay.
gonna launch a firebolt at the moon.
That's not punching a hole, honey.
The moon is no longer there.
The moon is no longer there.
Mm-hmm.
Then straight up.
If you fire it off, nothing happens.
Dang it! It's worth. Maybe not worth a shot, but
So the only path we saw was forward. Did we see a path back?
No, you did not.
So it's basically it's kind of like the Alice in Wonderland dog with the tail that's
Yep.
erasing the path behind it.
Pretty much.
All right. So then there's only one way forward.
One way
we go.
forward.
So
Don't let
I
my
will
head bounce.
Yeah,
try
you're
to
going to be
fireman
dragging two of us.
carry Shailene.
Okay.
I'll carry Kenna on my back then.
I'll lead in front.
So, with the adrenaline still kind of coursing through your blood, pretty much carrying these fallen comrades of yours, and Sayer, you're a little wobbly in the process of carrying Shailene because
You
you
better
only
believe
have
it.
one hit point.
Yeah.
Oh,
You shake your heads as you become vaguely aware that the environment has once again shifted. This time appearing as a winding tunnel. The spindly white roots emerge from the dark earthen walls, are almost indistinguishable from the grasping branches of the trees behind you. As you proceed, they are gradually replaced by large crystals that emit soft blue, orange, green, and green light. It's not long before the tunnel opens up into a wider cavern that with what appears to be a shallow pool of water covering the entire floor. It glows with a bright blue hue. At its center, a large polished blue frog, a purplish blue, a purplish blue frog sits on a lily pad as it contently puffs on a pipe. The smoke rises from the pipe, forms a purplish haze that fills the cave. As you can see, strange swirls and eddies form patterns in the otherwise still air. Give me a moment and I will show you exactly what you are looking at. Where are we
And
at?
then I have a question
Here
for
we
the
are.
frog.
There is what you see. The creature only half opens its eyelids to see who has entered its cave.
Excuse us, sir. Can you help our friends?
That's a pipe in his mouth.
anybody has to speak to animals? Yes, it's
Actually, I do
yes,
have
I do.
a thing that I haven't used yet. I can cast comprehend languages if you think he's speaking something else.
So I would look to Hernan and be like, "Look, that's a pipe in his mouth."
Have you seen the rest of this stuff?
Bro, give him some of the snuff, something. Let us just keep going.
Did he,
I mean,
Dan?
sure.
Did the frog respond at all when we spoke to it, or did it just kind of look more like it's you're here, whatever?
Just kind of half opened its eyes, looked at you, and croaked.
Anyone have anything that like they can give to the frog?
We got tobacco for the snuff. He's
Yeah,
got a
we got
pipe.
that snuff.
Seems to close its eyes again and starts to relish the violet smoke curling around the corners of its mouth.
Yeah, Hernan, go see if he wants your snuff. I mean,
sure.
Unless you're, feeling a little too timid.
Well, I mean, I
It's
got
okay if
Kenna
you're
on my
timid.
back.
I'll
Really
go
here.
do it.
All right.
So I'll take the snuff from Hernan and go up to the frog and offer it to him. No response. I mean, other than that, so I look back and I say, "Listen, let's just keep going."
Fine by me. I mean, I don't know what we're supposed to do with the frog.
You see behind it, the path continues.
So I bow
we'll
to
try
the
to.
frog, and I'll keep moving forward.
I'll try to follow inside ear's steps in case there's any bad places to step.
Okay, it seems that the water is about a few inches deep as you're walking around towards the frog and in the direction you're heading.
I just tell him that we mean no harm. We're just trying to pass through with our injured friends and bow to them and continue on. Forward I go.
Yep.
I'll follow right behind them.
Okay, so as you continue on, after leaving the cave behind you, you continue through meandering stone corridor before finally emerging from the tunnel to find an astonishing sight. It seems as if someone painted a huge, colorful masterpiece all over you. All about you. Really changes the phrase of that, don't
Oh.
it? 3 large, bright moons hang in the sky behind banks of silvery clouds. The sky burns with a brilliant red, orange, and gold light of the approaching sun. The path you have been following leads to the edge of a gleaming pink and purple lake. And I will show you what that looks like. I believe this is it. Yes, this is it. Here we are.
Oh, look.
Where it continues
dragon.
to the horizon
fight
as a
that thing.
line of stepping stones across the water. Flocks of birds soar through the sky. A silvery scaled fish leap across the path. In the far distance, you see a massive serpentine shape arc out of the water before crashing back into its depths. As ever, the only way forward is the path.
Continuing forward, I guess. Stepping stone by stone?
Okay, so you're taking the stones?
Yes.
Is that everybody?
Yeah.
All right. You see
I
you-
guess so.
I'm gonna pause a moment and see what happens when they take the stones.
I appreciate your caution right now.
I mean, Sadir's going first, so.
Okay, so Sadir starts hopping on the stones. All right. So give me a acrobatics check. All right.
Oh,
You
Wow.
jump stone to stone, no problems.
Really?
You hop from stone to stone for quite some
don't
distance.
question it.
Though you might worry about falling off, the stones are wide, flat, and seem sturdily anchored, which makes traveling across them easy. As you approach the midpoint of the lake, with the opposite shore barely visible in the distance, the colossal neck of a towering sea worm bursts from the lake's tranquil surface. Before you can react, its cavernous maw surges towards you with a deafening roar. In an instant, you are engulfed by an enormous jaws as it gulps you down, all of you, in one giant swallow.
Nice knowing you.
Hey.
Bye, y'all.
And that is a TPK. No. You slide down the slick sides of its throat without any way to slow your descent. You ready yourself for the inevitable splash of the caustic acid at the bottom. Instead, you land on your feet. In a dry gizzard. What? I'm sorry. You land, feet first, in a dry gizzard. The red musculature of the organ forms something of a small room. On the far side, appearing ridiculously out of place, are the flaps of a tent exit.
Well then.
All right, then. Out we go.
I'm just ready to be out of here.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so as you step outside...
So is that what our troop? Is that what we do to people? I'm not surprised that they don't like us.
I really never want to see that place again.
Alright.
We need to burn those tents to the ground.
So as you step outside, as you finally exit the tent, you find Vestia and Skizzix. Here's Vestia. And here's
What's up,
Skizzix.
How you doing?
Have finished their show and are anxiously waiting for you to emerge.
Why would you do that to people?
By jinx, jingling bells. I'd wager my first spell book that the fine folk of the Nevermore are responsible for turning these beasts loose in here. It could have been Zanny. He loves pranks like this. Vestia shakes her head. He may have a taste for inappropriate tricks, but he would never put someone in real danger. I can promise it wasn't one of ours.
There are people in real danger.
It's
Like
a good
me.
thing we have such capable security, or someone might have been seriously hurt, as she kind of looks at the two unconscious. Oh my. She checks their pulse and makes sure they're breathing. You've all behaved admirably. Unfortunately, it looks like some of you didn't fare well as the others. So, she pulls something out of a pouch, and she forces it down Shailene and Kenna's throat. And you
I
both...
choose to pass out at that moment. Just kind of.
So Shailene...
I'm faking, but
Shailene and Kenna, you both gain 7 points of healing.
Ooh, I'm
Actually,
at
you know what?
6.
Let's try this. I'm going to give that a better chance than just the 7. If I can get out my dice and roll them. Nope, it's 7. That's what I rolled.
I will take 6 points. It's fine.
Kenny, you
10
take the
points total.
same.
I will be happy to have 7 points.
Alright, so as soon as Sayir, give me a deception check.
sure. Although this is someone who belongs to the troop, right?
Oh, yes.
Why
So-
does my abdomen hurt so bad?
Oh,
Yeah,
technically.
this is
Oh, I
my
have
mom and dad.
Oh, finger
advantage on
painting.
this.
Finger painting.
What? Finger painting?
Don't ask
With-
questions.
But... okay.
So Sayir does this whole flop on the ground thing. She rolls her eyes. I was going to give you one anyway. You didn't have to do that. But she just drops it on your stomach. Now, did anybody else take any damage during those encounters?
I
Oh,
took
yeah.
6 points.
I took a solid 8.
Who took the solid 8?
Sadir.
And who took the 6?
Brindell.
And that's it? Our tank took no damage?
Nobody
I was
lost all his
attacked,
weapons.
but never hit.
Oh, he lost every weapon ever.
All the
They
weapons are
attacked
gone.
me, but never hit.
Alright, so I have one more potion that I can give, so... I'll
You
let
want us to roll
I'll
it?
let you two... No, you got it.
I mean, I'm down too. I will gladly take it.
So, Sidir and Brendel, roll me a d20 to see which one of you she deems more needing of it.
Well,
Actually,
I would be
probably
willing to
Brendel.
give it.
I would be willing to give it as well because I'm still half health.
Alright, well, Brendel, you'll gain the same amount of hit points back, 7 points.
I
I
will-
drink mine
Let's
that she
see.
dropped on me.
I will give Vestia and Skezig a really big hug.
And they give you a hug back and whispers that they're glad to see you're okay, that you made it through, not completely unscathed, but still made it through.
Well, I
What
did go
exactly
in
did you
injured
get through?
to begin with.
Well, that wasn't a good idea, now was it, dear?
Well, there were 2 people that told me to go in there.
Testy.
I still
To be fair, we didn't realize we were going to be going into this alternate world. Thought it was a tent.
Okay, see. Let's see. She escorts Kenna and Brendel off to the side.
Okay.
Skizig and I have been meaning to give these to you. To you, Zatis. We're very proud of how you've excelled in your studies, and may your mastery of the Everflow continue to grow.
Oh.
With that, you two get... Where is it? There they are. Who'd I say is getting it? That would be Brendel.
Me and Brendel.
And...
Kenna.
Oh, yeah, I'm trying to get to your name. It just needed to move. Okay, you should have access to an item off to the side. Do you see it?
Yeah.
Okay.
No?
Should be the third or fourth item down. Under items.
No.
Alright. So I'll just go ahead and show it to the players. so y'all can see the description. And where's my stack of... It's a ring. So for all intents and purposes, it's called an apprentice ring.
It's a ring.
So let's see. Actually, I don't... You are a caster, right, Kenna?
Yes.
That's what I thought. So yeah, you and Brendel will be the ones that gain those rings.
Awesome.
Alright, so with that, y'all got what little bit of healing you can get right now. What would you like to do now?
I have a quick
Rest.
question. We have 6 people in our group, right?
Yes, you do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I can cast Featherfall once, but one of you is not going to get it if the time comes.
So just remember now,
You're telling me you're leaving me out. That's my takeaway.
it's kind of what it sounds
I
like.
see
to me.
how it is. That's exactly what it sounded like.
Alright, so you guys are at the tents. What would you like to do right now?
Long rest.
Long rest.
Day's getting long. I mean, still got a job to do.
We had the thing with the bear this morning. We went out into the woods. We went to the cave. We came
Spent
back.
several hours in the cave, so most of your morning's gone as far as the cave was concerned.
It's been a long day.
I'm pressing my
and
stomach and
It's
pulling
only
away some
halfway
fresh
over.
blood. Going, and
Yeah.
you're tired?
I am
Yes.
tired.
You see this?
Twice. And you're in better health than I am. She at least healed you.
You got a healing potion too.
Yes, you did.
But I put it away for later.
We could
Well,
go
then.
see.
Nope. She makes you
could go
drink it in
see
front of
Aunt-
her. You take 7
Oh, okay.
points.
So do you want me to
There
roll
is
for
no,
that then?
Yeah, there's no. You get 7 points.
We
Okay.
could go see Auntie Fren and get something to eat.
Oh, food sounds good.
Does sound good.
I hear 3 out of the 6 stating they want to go get some food.
Yeah, let's go
Yeah.
get food.
Yeah.
Food.
So
Good idea.
we're making our way to the food and drink wagons.
Yes.
Well, go ahead, and you're right nearby, so it shouldn't be too far of a jaunt. This area of Carnivalle is always busy. Currently, about half a dozen people stand before the Wagon of Taste, and another 4 or 5 are in line at the Wagon of Smiles. Standing here, you can smell the enticing, spicy aroma of Sinesi's savory cooking. Smoke rises from behind her wagon. Now, you guys will know, if you go to the back, she might give you something.
I'm going to the
Yep.
back.
Me too.
Okay,
Ah.
so pretty much
I will
without
follow
Smells good.
without thinking, let me go ahead and show you what you're looking at. Where are we at? 23. And there we go. This is the Wagons of Smiles and a Wagon of Taste.
I think
I
I
need
can
something that
take-
tastes good and gives me a smile, so take both.
Okay, so almost without thinking, you alter your course to walk to the back of the brightly painted Wagon of Taste. You can barely see Sinesi through the obscured aromatic steam and the smoke of cook fires as she manages a dozen different pots and pans. And, of course, I will show you what she looks like as soon as I get to her picture. And, a little further up. There she is. This is Sinesi. She looks far busier than when she's simply cooking for the troupe. Her food is very popular with the Hanataz and locals alike. The people of Nevermore have never tasted anything of the sort, or even the Hanataz are occasionally surprised by her experimental yet delicious cookery. There are 3 young Frenta, Sanji, Han, and Felicia. They assist her in cooking, collecting coins, and serving the food. So you guys make your way around there. Ooh. Where's that at? That's something else. Well, dearies, don't you look the worse for wear?
And we feel it too.
We have
It's been a
pain
bit
in our
of a day.
bellies.
Anthony Nessie, do you need any help?
Oh no, dears. I seem to be pretty well stocked up with the 3 I have, but I'm sure you guys are rather hungry. It is about lunchtime. So she will give you some food. She's got spicy meat potatoes stuffed with peppers. They call it ogaka. Fried flatbread, which is pull bread, and savory stew, which is chorizo. Of course, there are also some cabbage rolls are also available. She gives every one of you a generous serving of your choice, so whatever you feel like you're going to eat.
Oh, Ariso, please. That sounds soothing to the soul.
Stew for me.
All right, so you
Can I have
guys...
one of each?
Sure. She makes sure you guys are generously fed. So you guys sit down and, drink a little drink, eat a little food.
I steal a little of his pull bread.
Wait, whoa.
I just need a little bit for my soup.
We
Slide
will
a
not be
handshake.
friends if you do that again.
Worth it.
I am parched. Pardon me.
Okay.
All right,
Okay.
so, ladies and gentlemen, you feel invigorated. You feel very re-energized from the food you're eating. You all have advantage on one single roll of your choice for the next hour.
Ooh.
Neat.
To be clear, you're not getting like triple advantage for eating 3 servings of food, right?
no,
like,
No, but I feel real good.
I feel fine.
All right, so what are we at? Okay, so give me a moment. I need to turn the page. See, Felicia comes up to one of you when she has a bit of a moment. She's not got too much time, but she does come up to one of you. And she says something. She goes, we got trouble now. I heard the constable from Nevermore is blaming us for that missing Sandestian. You know, the one who disappeared when he went to do his business outside the gambling tents the night before last.
the one we rescued?
Oh, you found him.
Yeah, his name was
Sodama, yes.
Sodama Surison, I think.
Yes.
Oh my, well that, I guess that's
Trying to blame us?
well, they were, of course. They blame us for everything.
Oh, we not only rescued him, we gave him to the guards as we came in today.
Well, I've been busy
Saved
here,
his life
so
is what we
that's what I
did.
heard this morning from some people speaking, but of course if you must have just brought him to safety, then that's good news. Alright, so what else we got for you?
I mean, if they were going to blame us, we should have just left him there.
Well, you know they were going to blame you.
Yeah, but we saved him. Or were they blaming us earlier and
Earlier.
now we're kind of in the clear?
Blaming you earlier.
Yeah, it sounds like they were blaming us this morning before we headed out after we
We even
attacked the
talked
bear.
about it when we were there that that's what was going to happen.
I
Right.
need well, everybody can give me a perception check, but I need Brendel to give me one.
Oh boy, I think it was the hot sauce.
Oh,
It should be a normal roll, not advantage. Sorry.
Just a regular roll, not a saving throw.
Just a
I
regular
mean, we
perception
have
check.
advantage on a roll for the next hour if you want it to be an advantage.
Oh, I should have, but I didn't call it beforehand, so it's an 8.
Okay, so you don't quite notice it. Shailene does. I guess Sayer's using the advantage.
No, that was an accident.
Okay, well, 18,
I'd only have
18's
the
still
18.
good. All right, Hernan, Sayer, Shailene, you notice that you're not being watched, but Brendel's being watched
By who?
by this fine gentleman.
Hey,
Again?
This mother
Oh,
effing
our
kid,
buddy.
man.
Our buddy.
hey, Brendel.
Seems like you've captured someone's interest.
Your pet's coming back around.
What?
So you point out to Brendel that Smeedley's.
Yeah,
over
but
there?
I do it not in a way that would make the child uncomfortable. I just quietly let Brendel know.
So Brendel, what do? You turn and look.
Yeah,
Turns up the drink.
I'm gonna turn around and look. And how old is he? How old does he look?
6,
I don't know.
7, 8.
Yeah, like
Take a look
6
at
or
the
5.
picture.
Older than 5. I would say
I'm
like 7 or
saying
8.
Between 8
Yeah,
and
I'm
10.
saying like, yeah, somewhere in there.
And he is
I'm-
just
I
big
believe he's a
eyes,
9-year-old.
smiles. He's kind of waving at you.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk up to him and try to say it nicely, but like get down to his level and be like, "What is it, sweetie? What's wrong?"
Oh, nothing.
Okay.
I just saw you. Want to just say hi.
Okay. Well, where's your mom?
She's around here somewhere.
Well, I think you probably need to make sure you know where she is. She could be very worried about where you are.
Nope, you're here, so she knows I'm safe.
I whispered
Okay.
to Sayer, you know she's not waiting for you in your tent.
You don't know that.
Oh.
It happened before.
Um, let's see. So,
You're my hero.
What? well, I did save your life, so
Yes,
that's
you did.
understandable.
That was so awesome.
Yeah. So does that kind of thing happen to you often? Or is that the first time you've almost died?
It happens all the time. I am brave, but not as
You're
brave as
brave. Okay. Well, that's
you. You're
good.
awesome.
Thank you.
I like you. You're pretty.
I know. But
He's kicking the dirt. Kick his leg around.
do I have any food left
I don't know.
from lunch?
Do you?
I'm gonna say I have a little bit left, and I'm gonna try to hand him some and be like, "Well, I really appreciate it, but we've got to get back to work. So
Okay.
if you could go back and see your mom,
I'll
but
be
here's
around if you
some
need
food
me.
for you." Okay, I will look for you in case we need you.
I'll be right here for now.
Okay, I'm gonna go back over to the
Go
rest
kick
of the
the
group.
bad guys' butts.
We will.
Yeah. She's cool. With those perception checks, that is not the only thing you guys notice. Three of you also notice a human, it looks like a human male with an eye patch and a distinct mustache who seems to be acting suspicious. Just kind of walking around. I don't know, maybe he's trying to peek in tents he's not supposed to be looking into, or maybe he's eyeing people as they walk by. Just kind of seemed awfully suspicious to you.
Is there any Okay, I'm going to say, hey, I wonder if I can throw a rock close enough that it would freak him out by the tent door over there that he's trying to look in.
You want to do that while I try to tail him, see where he goes? You distract him, I'll get behind him.
Yeah. I'm going to look around the ground for a pebble.
Mm-hmm.
And I am going to try and, if he's looking intense, can I try and throw it like at the tent door that he's...
Go ahead and give me, we'll say, an attack roll.
Ooh, an attack roll.
Well, I mean, you're trying to attack the tent, so it's not going to be that bad.
Like short bow or like... what?
Just a throw.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be the same, whatever.
So dexterity, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Can I try to intimidate him into telling us the truth?
His
Give me a
his
second.
movement seems a little odd and erratic. His uncovered eye darts around warily.
All right, so I toss a 16.
Okay. It hits the side of the tent where it looks like he might be looking, and he jumps, looks at it, looks around, and just kind of keeps shambling around.
Did you get behind him?
Yeah, I am trying to use the trailing survival portion of Wily Tactics
Okay.
to see where he's going and follow him around a little bit.
All right, go ahead and roll.
So we have advantage on this. Yes.
Great use of the advantage. I appreciate that.
No. That's part of Wily Tactics.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not trained in it. Otherwise, I'd be expertise.
Oh,
Okay, so you follow him for a little while, and he doesn't seem to be messing with anything. He just has that odd movement, kind of erratic movement, and his eye keeps darting all over the place.
Kenna, yeah, you should go try and see if you can sweet talk him a little bit.
Okay. I guess I'll try to use persuasion to see if I can get him to tell me
Okay, so
what's really going on.
you kind of go up and get in his face and ask him questions.
Yeah.
Okay, go for
You
it.
know, charm him.
All right, give me a roll. All right, so
Ha ha!
with that, you stop you step up in front of him. He kind of stops all of a sudden and kind of looks at you, and his eye is still kind of darting around. He seems to be. Do you have anything you want to say? You said
Hey, good looking. What's going on? Tell me what's going on in your head there.
Nothing. Just kind of checking out the Carnivalle.
Come on, there's got to be more than that in that big brain of yours.
No, just checking out the Carnivalle.
What? Come on
Is
now,
he-
you're looking all around. You must be looking at something in particular.
There's a lot to look at.
Or someone.
Pretty colors, people, food, smells, light. It's all over the place. He seems a little embarrassed, maybe a little flustered.
But do you find me attractive?
Ooh.
Sure, but you're a little young for me.
Well, perhaps I could hook you up with one of my friends.
No, it's
Somebody.
okay. I'm good.
Was there any particular thing here at the Carnival that you're interested in?
Nope, just checking it out. Having a good time. It's all fun.
Would you like to go in that tent over there?
Which tent? There's a bunch of them.
The one that you were casting your eye at.
Which one was that? I looked at a bunch of them. Give me an insight check.
Insight.
Okay, you're not picking up really anything other than he just has a suspicious type of nature. Maybe it just comes off that way. But since you were so sweet to him, he does lean forward and say something to you. Let's see. Watch out for the woods at this time of dark tide. There's a haunted tower in the woods. An evil necromancer once dwelt there, and just the other night I saw strange shambling dead walking beneath the trees. And with that, he kind of shambles away. With a smile.
Does he point at the woods to tell me where to go?
He just gives you the little
Where not to
tidbit of
go.
information. Just says stay out of the woods at night.
Ah.
Well, stay out the woods at this time. It's not a good place to be. And he just moves
We
on.
know that.
But like I said, he may have been looking the general direction of the tent. It just seemed to. He just seems suspicious in nature, but he actually was just. It's just his mannerisms.
Just a creepy guy. Okay.
Well, not too creepy. He was, nice enough to let you know you're probably too young for him.
Well,
So-
creepy and pervy are different,
Hey.
Hey.
to be clear.
Yeah. I mean, it's creepy inside ear, so that's two different things. Say air, I mean.
I'm done.
No.
Wait a minute.
He is not
There.
pervy at all.
Toe ring.
So,
I mean, I rolled a 1 one time.
so,
What?
And there are
Once?
people who think that's cool.
let's see.
Hey,
Where
guys.
is our? Where's our handout that I just gave you? That would be 23. All right. So you guys went to the back of the wagon of taste. Beside it is the wagon of smiles. White, blue, and yellow-colored wagon is set up next to Sinesi's. And you guys do know that here, this is Lena's domain. Lena runs this little wagon. Lena is a somewhat older dwarven woman with a testy disposition, manages the payouts for the contests that are ran during Carnivalle. So give me a second and I will show you what she looks like once I find her. She's in this big long list of people. Here we go. This
Oh yeah.
is Lena.
Lena looks stern.
But of greater interest to you is that she also pours the sweetest libations that she and Stoof so expertly distill. You guys have had a good meal. Now it's time for a good drink.
I'm not sure we should get drunk if we're going to head out to the tower I just found
You can
out
see Lena, her face just above the counter on the wagon side, grumbling as she pays out to a local for winning an arm wrestling match. Though the Hanatas know their games well and usually stack the odds in their favor, a few others are lined up behind the arm wrestling victor to collect their own winnings. So, what would you guys like to do?
I would like to walk up towards Lena and go, I'm glad that we didn't add to this line for you today.
She nods her head towards the back.
And then I'm gonna follow her nod and walk around the back.
I'll
Let's
go.
see.
Right behind.
As soon as you guys make your way towards the back of the wagon, you see she shoos away some of the locals, telling them to come back after she takes a moment for herself. In a moment, she exits the back of the door of her wagon holding a colorful ceramic jug. She pours each of you a tankard of bubbly, hot winterberry cordial.
Ah, just what I need to make this really sore belly feel better.
It's the fruity beverage. It warms in your hand and softens the cold edge of the air.
By cordial, do you mean like after dinner drink cordial?
Is it liquor or not liquor?
Yeah, that's kind of
Yeah,
the
that's
thing I'm
liquor.
wondering about.
I'm going to say probably not, because you are teenagers. I don't think she's going to give you any alcohol at this point in time, especially being on guard duty. It's more
Okay.
like...
That's fair.
Almost like a cider, I would believe.
Can we make sure this isn't poison or spellbound or something before we drink it?
Oh, really?
She's part of our family.
Oh, okay. How many illusions have we seen so far?
I'm drinking it.
Yep.
Glug 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 glug.
You feel it warm
So
your belly.
good.
Hold on, what do we got here? We got some nice words going. Yeah. What do we got going on? Kill the kid, it's a lich. Funny. They're not supposed to know that yet.
Oops.
I'd rather
Let's
be a
see.
lich than Baba Yaga.
That's fair. Oh, yeah, no. And also, I'm not going to the candy wagon.
I'm pretty sure he's the one causing all the problems.
Yeah, that was me.
Okay.
I said what I said.
And I love the least suspicious one is the one that they're suspicious of, or something like that. Where are the woods? Come to my wagon, I got candy.
Yeah, we didn't
Love
need the
comments in
NPCs to be
chat.
creepy.
Hey guys, look! I found out where the tower is.
Now
Weren't we under it?
you do notice that you guys know that Stoof and Lena both suffer from a twisted bone disease, hence why their appearances may look a certain way, and that's also why they're with the troop itself. Let's see. She's about to tell you. She says, "I noticed you were talking to the guy with the eye patch."
Mhm.
Yes, I
What
was.
was his trouble?
He said he was just looking around at all the pretty sights and sounds, and I think he was telling the truth. He didn't really want to be finding a girlfriend or anything like that, but he did tell me where there's a mage tower.
Okay, I don't see where that bothers us much. But I will tell you, off the subject, of course, I did hear a few folks talking in line. Something along the lines, another one in town is sick from that poured drink. Don't know what they're talking about, but I'm sure it's not my stuff.
I'm gonna look at my cup.
Second one's could be a bad idea. If it's too sweet and your belly's bothering you, it can make you sick.
Yeah, I don't
My
know.
belly's bothering me because of people were prodding me. It's not the same thing.
You don't
I
know
stopped
what
them
we were
from
doing.
prodding you.
I assure you, loves, it's not my drinks. It's something else, I'm sure. Some other drink that's out there that they're getting their hands on. I'm hearing dice roll, but I'm not on that screen. My bad. Or no, I'm just hearing comments.
Comments.
Just comment.
Yes, we will be. As soon as the Kraken shows up, we'll be taking a break.
Does that mean
I'm
that you
sorry,
would?
That's the other game.
Does that mean you would like us to go around the Carnivalle and find out who's making drinks that could be making people sick?
Well, there's nobody here that's making drinks, love.
Well, where would they be getting drinks other than from you?
That's a good question. I mean, it's from the town. I have. The only other thing I can think of is I've heard of a group of shiners. Maybe they might have a thing to do with it.
Well, I mean, when we left town earlier, with the whole bear situation, we found that cabin that was tore open.
Yeah, it had
Full
lots of alcoholic kegs in it.
So
Made
you,
that bear go kind of crazy.
So you
Yeah,
lot
I mean-
know more than I do.
I mean, that could have been the drinks that were
If
making
that's what
people
that
sick.
symbol was, but there's not much left of it, but a couple of empty kegs. So.
Well, good thing you didn't bring none of back here for us to drink. You may have been poisoned.
I actually did get some in a little
Did you?
jug,
Hmm.
but not. I didn't drink it. I just got some.
Well, I wouldn't suggest drinking it if that's what they're talking about.
No, I didn't want to drink it. I just wanted to make sure it was, you know,
So
not spellbound.
with yeah, you didn't. It was Monday.
I didn't cast detect magic on it, but I mean.
Well, somebody had it going earlier and didn't pick up any magic on you, so.
Right.
Think. Yeah, that's right.
Uh,
So, you guys get your drinks, you get your food, you get your little story and little comments, and you deal with the one-eyed bandit. What else y'all gonna do? Where would you like to go next? Shall
Let's
we
go
say?
shopping. No, I'm just kidding. So
Now remember,
just looking.
you are currently over here at the food wagons, behind the food wagons.
So just looking, just in general. So we've been over to the archery range and the skills at range. So just to finish our rounds, maybe
It
go.
might not be a bad idea to go to the Sears tent and see if they can
Right.
give us any insight on this mage tower or the shambling dead that we're now hearing about.
I just saw somebody sling across the screen, so I'm guessing.
I didn't do it.
I put myself over at the wagon of sweets and tent of warm feelings. That's where we're supposed to be.
Ken has spoken. You're going to the candy wagon.
Well,
Alright,
that's where
let's
we
go.
were supposed to be because you said wagon of sweets, right?
No, wagon.
No.
Oh,
Smiles.
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 Oh, I'm sorry.
The one
My
right
bad.
next to it's a wagon of smiles.
I would also like to go see the Cirrus, actually.
Okay.
Mother Savenza.
So you know where she's at. There's the Cedars tent. So you're going to make your way past. Oh, you're making your way towards the Cedars tent, and that's where. Stop your characters right about where I want to say. Who is that? Is that Kenna? No, it's Shay. Who is that? Shailene.
It's me. By the jests. That
Yes.
was, yeah.
Stop right there because you got to go past it to get to the other tent. So, that is which tent is that? Tent of Jests.
Yes.
Okay. So
Surely you jest.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Terrible.
So much
Terrible,
fun
terrible.
here in the Carnivalle.
Run away.
That got creepy real fast, like,
Run
didn't it?
away.
Oh, it is perhaps with some trepidation that you check in, well, as you get to the tent of Jest. Zanny and let me show you the... Yeah, I know. My tongue is getting completely twisted. But we will show you what you're looking at. Da. There you go. Actually, that didn't even show it to you. That just showed it to all my viewers. There we go.
Okay.
That is the tent of Jest, ladies and gentlemen. And you have...
Clowns.
Jesters.
Clowns? They just float.
Down here.
Alright, let's find Zanny. Standing outside. There is Zanny.
Kitty.
Where'd that come from? And who is the other one? The other one is Columbina. Columbina, yes, that's the way I'm pronouncing it. So, there she is. The clowns of the Blue Veil run their slapstick show here, and raucous laughter can always be heard flowing out of their tents. However, some in the troupe do not appreciate their dedication to the craft, as their antics continue even outside the Carnivalle shows. Fortunately, others, especially the youngsters, love their goofy pranks and exaggerated reactions. For those who do not know what youngsters are, and my group here, can you venture a guess if you don't know, or if you do know, you can go ahead and say so.
I mean, it sounds like youngsters.
Very
It's the
good.
kids.
Youngsters are the children, the younger ones,
Young
the one that you
Hentus.
used to be taken care of. The show sounds to be just finishing and outside, and I messed up because I showed you the wrong ones that are outside. Taylene and Fizbin, the two Frenta jesters in training, are putting on a sideshow for the folks waiting in line. As they finish the routine, Taylene beckons you over. So let me show you those people, since I showed you the wrong ones to begin with. Here is Taylene. And what did I say the other one was?
I do not
Fizbin.
recall.
Fizbin. Where's Fizbin's name? Why do I not see Fizbin up here? Do I have Fizbin's picture? I do not see Fizbin's picture. Give me a moment.
So, by the way, when you were saying earlier that there are some folks who don't appreciate their antics, I am one of those folks who do not appreciate their antics.
As a jokester, that's amusing.
Well, my antics are okay. Other people's antics are not acceptable.
Makes sense. Checks out.
Okay, so...
Ref says it's good.
Okay, I do not have
Ref said it was a
picture.
field goal, so yeah, I guess it's fine.
I do
They
not
do the same
have
thing for a touchdown.
A picture for Fizbin. So I can't tell you what Fizbin is. The two Frenta jesters in training. I told you that one. Taylene beckons you over. What do you do?
I'll go over
Taylene-
cautiously.
Oh, cautiously.
What is it this time?
Okay, so as you get closer to her, she puts her hands on her hips and makes a stern, grumpy face, and then points into the tent.
Yes.
Yeah, the last time you told me to go in somewhere, you dumped some stuff on my head. So I'd like to know. No, it wasn't. It wasn't funny at all. That was like my best set of clothes. And I had that lady who was on my arm was interested in me until you did that. That was
Now,
not
to
okay.
be fair, you could have turned that into a help me wash my clothes situation. You did not rise to the occasion.
Oh.
I would have loved to have seen that.
Whose side are you on? You're supposed to be on my side, not their side.
Right now, I'm enjoying the laugh.
And so is everybody else, apparently.
She pulls out this balloon and
All right, out of character, that was pretty funny. So give me a moment here. I have to figure out how to respond while I'm laughing. Sayer will just be speechless for that because that kind of that.
So I'm going to go ahead and ask. So you need us to look in the tent? Are you pranking us right now?
Oh, yes.
Do I believe her?
roll an insight.
Let's see.
Doesn't matter what you rolled. You should never believe her.
Well, I'm going to believe her or not.
And you are
Does anybody else want to make an insight?
Given the day that we've had, I'm going to err on the side of caution.
Here, just for giggles.
Copycat.
I choose not to believe.
No matter what, I will not believe.
Boulder.
Okay, so we have an 18, we have an 18, and we have an 11. Anybody else
Scully.
want to try?
Oh, let's give myself a chance to roll a 1. Why not?
91. Here we go again.
It's a shame I don't have one of those slide whistles. Oh, it's not a 1, it's a 10. It's fine.
Hey, that's a darn good roll for you tonight.
That's what I'm saying.
right?
Impressive.
Hernan doesn't catch any of this, but Brendel, you know that the whole hands on her hips and pointing like that, she seems to be imitating a priest that usually helps out with the inside with the performances and stuff, named Anton. Do I have Anton's picture? No, if I do, I'll show it to you in a little while. But everybody else, the other 3 who rolled, even though she's got her old making fun of Sayer and everything that's going on, there's apparently something wrong or something going on inside the tent itself. So
all right, so I'm gonna open the flap.
For help. And with that, we're gonna call it a night.
All right.
I'm not ready to die again.
No.
I need some emotional recoup from that.
So with that, the Tarask shows up, and so what we're going to do is we'll leave off here as we open up the tent of chests with our delightful Taline outside dancing around, Sayer pointing and laughing and playing with balloons and making the faces of the whole drippy wet look from the other day. We're going to call it a night. If anybody would like to ask any questions in chat. Oh, thank you very much for that. Give me a d20 roll, everyone, to see who gets a gooey reward for next time.
Wow, you're being very consistent in your rolls there, buddy.
I try. Apparently not very hard.
And who are we missing? Is that it? Is everybody?
Oh my god.
The highest-
I'm
okay, so the
glad we
highest was
didn't
a
roll
13.
these in the actual game.
Okay, so
I mean, some of us rolled,
10, 3,
worse
13.
than this in the actual game.
Fair point well made, sir.
all right. So we are good this week, and we will pick up next one. Now, usually I know one of our players have to call it a night themselves, so
Yes, I do.
I bid you farewell, madam, and we'll see. I'll let you know how our next day works. I think we might be missing next week. We have a player that's going to be out, and I believe I'll be doing my typical setting a scene up for a Saturday shoot just to be taken down again Sunday. Saturday
I'm
night.
actually going to miss 2 weeks.
You're not allowed
I
to
have
miss
a-
2 weeks. You're only allowed one sick
One?
day per
It's not a
campaign.
sick day, it's a work day.
Yeah, it gets to that time of year where
Well, and that's the thing. I have a work company party in Charleston on next week, and then the week after is my open house that I host. So.
Malphinius is no problem. I thought maybe I had made the mistake. I just saw the name in my listings and didn't see a photo or description for him. But I will have one for them come next week. I'll make up my own.
I don't know. I might want to see theirs.
They don't have one for that character.
Yes, but I'm willing to wait for it. I like the art that they do.
Oh yes,
No, it's
Even on
amazing.
The
really
creepy
good.
clowns, right? Yeah.
It's on point.
Let's see. This one's going to use it's going to have the same color scheme, pretty much. I'm sure as. No, that's not the right one. No, Taline.
I'm
is
not
the one
yawning.
that
You're
goes
yawning. Red, white, and blue.
next. Yes, the red, white, and blue look.
Because that's the trainee.
So it looks like. But yeah, we'll come up with the description. It's not a big deal. We will take care of it next week before you enter the tent and your certain doom. I mean, whatever the problem is.
I believe the dude thing. I'm still at 7 health here, so.
So, chat, before we sign off for the evening, are there any questions you'd like to ask our players about this evening's game? Kenna, have a good week, and we'll catch you next time. Get you some rest.
All right, good
Thank you
night,
for
all.
being here tonight.
Have a
Night.
good night.
Night.
Good evening.
All right.
Of course, our cameras are going to shift a little bit. Don't worry about it.
Ah! Oh, she's not logging off. It wasn't very good timing on my end.
There you go.
Ah!
Yeah, but yours is fine. Everybody else's mess up. Yours and Rob's
Oh,
are fine.
it's
Oh,
because
yeah.
I was ready.
Oh,
I
okay.
got that
That's
link.
what happens.
Me and Dan are kind of like,
Well,
Hey,
well,
buddy.
see me? Nope.
Hello.
Here I am. Nope. Here I am. All right, so
It's always perfect timing. It's empty.
I aim to please. Question. Enjoying Carnival, my friends. Is it good? A bit different from other more traditional encounters and such?
I like it because it makes me think.
It has been a lot of fun.
holy crap.
I was a huge fan of the Tent of Illusions, but I would hate being in there if it was actually like that.
Yeah, way
It's
too
like,
trippy
oh, let's
for
go
me.
in there, and it's like, oh, this is trippy, this is cool. All of a sudden, just everything goes downhill, and it's like, oh, thanks.
Well, to
Absolutely
be
amazing.
honest, that was
But
the reason
that
you
was
were sent in
amazing.
there, is because something was going on that was beyond the actual illusions.
Yep.
Let's
Let's see about getting these wolves taken care of. One.
One.
I give up.
Dude, you? No. Me, Shailene, and was it maybe Sire or maybe it was Brandel? But we all crit like nat 20 and we hit illusions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was
poof.
like, come on.
Great.
Yeah,
Great.
there, yeah, look, massive damage.
I'm fairly certain the GM totally enjoyed that.
Oh,
Yes.
I had a
I
blast with
suspect the author may have as well.
it.
Yeah.
I am sure.
I don't know.
That's
Dear Alphinius, did you enjoy the wolves encounter?
He said you all did great except for some of those roles. So who thinks the kid
Stop
did
it,
it?
Goo. No, do not.
I have a theory. I have not read ahead. I have not
There is nothing wrong
Raid-
with the ginger.
Now,
I haven't looked into the campaign,
Rob,
but I mean,
I
don't know,
did mess
maybe.
up when I showed you the pictures. This is the one that you've been sitting there talking to that dumped the water on your head and all that.
Taylene?
Yeah, that's Taylene.
Yeah.
I showed her
Yeah.
a picture earlier, and I think I called her by a different name when I did it. So just verifying you knew which one it was.
It doesn't
That's
matter.
your buddy.
I decided that since you said they're up to antics, and my character kind of, well, is my character, it should be kind of a. These are my antics, and my antics are not your antics, so mine are okay and yours aren't. Almost like a professional jealousy.
I feel like that's accurate.
Right, especially as a chaotic neutral character, I don't have to be consistent logically.
No.
You know, so I feel in character it's okay to be hypocritical about
Well, then again,
that.
once again, you're a teenager. You dang sure ain't got to be consistent constantly.
Oh, this is true.
Yeah, not at all.
And then everybody got their finger paint with Shailene's abdomen blood.
Yeah, I
That's nice.
mean, I was just waiting for
Hey,
somebody to
some
write.
of us were actually making medicine checks.
I was just waiting for somebody to start trying to find a wall to write on with all that blood over their fingers.
That's all like.
Would that have given us a bonus?
No.
We know.
This
we
is
know-
why I laughed at
Pretty
the water thing.
sure not with Shailene either.
I mean,
Actually,
I don't know.
you know what? I don't know. Shailene has not checked yet. Did you draw pictures on her belly while you had your fingers in it?
I might have.
I've
saying.
noticed Shailene doesn't have my back in social situations.
I'm trying to keep you grounded. And
Yes, I've been grounded lots of times for my antics.
and I'm there when it counts.
So Phineas wanted to compliment you guys. He's really loving how you all are running these characters.
Aw, thanks.
I'm enjoying you guys' role play as well.
It's go ahead, Tara.
No, you go ahead. I have your back. Please.
I was going to say the way they're written and the ties to each other make it fairly easy to kind of come up with a tack to go with and a direction. And I've even started to see some consistency in what we're doing, where some of the silly stuff I'll do, I think you guys there are times where I feel you anticipate it. And then some of the stuff that Ken is doing, right? It's all right, let's everyone be serious. It's also, I'm anticipating that. So it's happening the way I expect. And kind of fall into some of those roles.
Sir Goose said that you need grounding. So it's fine.
So Raghu also
Even
asked,
authors can be wrong.
Wow. Whoa. Drop.
What?
Hold up.
I
I didn't say he was. I said he could be.
I just got a private message from Phineas, something about pantsing you and making you run through the Carnivalle with your nethers hanging out.
Yes.
Oh, don't do that. I couldn't let that happen.
All right, here we go. No.
Wait a minute. I'm here for this. Hang on. Where's the
Are your
popcorn?
kids still up? This could be bad.
No, you saw the youngest go to bed a little while ago, I
Okay,
think.
so Phineas asked a question: is it too tough so far?
I think if we would have had a healer, the answer would have been the definitive no.
Hence, with a follow-up question: are you all regretting not having a healer?
Not at all.
Nah, no.
So, here,
He's
honestly, no. Regretting not having a healer, no. It's not that it's too tough. It's just in terms of resources for first level characters, we're trying to do too much in a single day. That's where we're running into difficulty, right? Because we've all already taken a short rest, used up our resources for that. We did the cave, which those were some pretty serious encounters. So that now these ones here, which are a bit easier, now have a new level of difficulty because we're out of resources.
But this is designed to be done in one day, so that bounces
Is
it
it?
back to. Well,
Yep.
it's all
It
in
is.
one. Yeah,
It is.
it's all the day before we leave.
Yes.
So it bounces back to the is it too hard without a healer? I don't think it is. I think we're managing. I think it's going to make us think of other tactics instead of just hack and slash them. You know, it's
Correct.
going to make us try and negotiate and try and be a little more stealthy sometimes.
Yeah.
Well, and it also puts an aspect back on Dan as the DM to to have to manage the resources.
I've got to
of-
turn it off. Hold on. I don't even know why it's still on.
What's on?
Give them the gooey rest, Dan.
Yes.
Added one new entry to the giveaway.
Nice. But no, it gives Dan as the DM a another aspect of the storytelling, because if we do have trouble, he can play off of any one of the leaders of the troop,
Mhm.
able to come and help us if we need it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't want you to think what I was saying that I have an issue with it at all.
No, not at all.
Especially,
I totally got that.
Yeah.
I like, and I think I've said before, I like the idea of an unbalanced party because it makes players think in weird ways and try weird things.
Like finger paints.
Yeah, I've always referred to it as kind of monkeying the mod, right? Monkeying the module, where we're basically all acting like monkeys throwing poo at a wall to see what sticks. And hopefully we get it to work. You know, and I think it makes a much more interesting RP session.
I agree.
I do have
See,
some
your
rope,
back.
but I don't know how well that'd work on tying the swords to my hands.
Pork.
He asked if there was adhesive, but I have rope.
I feel like we should have grabbed some of that spider web.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
To answer your question, Phineas, I actually have it in front of me right now, and I'm looking it over again to see if I can locate that particular item. At least this time it didn't give you another entry into the the roll
That is true.
for the GUI.
I think that's why he used the quotes.
Right.
No, I think it already registered one from him. It won't do another one if you did it again.
Ah.
But I don't see why it's still doing it because I thought I'd turned that. I closed it out. Let's see.
Yeah, it stopped.
It's talking about
So-
the 24-hour rest, but I'm not seeing a GUI short rest or anything like that.
Hang on a second. I've got it here.
Taking pictures over there? What's that flashing happening?
Selfies.
Where's that?
Curtis.
That's me changing screens on my main computer
It
screen.
looks like you're taking flash photos. I'm like, that is okay.
Nope. I got Roll20 up, which is really bright, and then I go to a thing that has a darker screen.
Yeah, so mine will be. Well, if I
And
have
your
my-
screens actually reflect off your TV right behind you.
Yep,
oh,
right
yeah,
there.
they do.
So just be careful at some point. You know,
Galanet, Brother May I know I have
Oh,
not
I
had a
got
chance to
this
look at it
one.
yet because
Yeah, you
I've
can
been working
really
every
see what's going on
day
there.
this week,
And that one.
including Sunday. Might be in the philosophy. Okay, I'll check it. Any other questions I may have missed that you guys would like to answer? Did
I
miss
think
We
that was
still
it.
have to come up with our thieves can't talk.
Oh, in terms of what it sounds like?
Yeah. Like, is it just like menu items off of one of the food carts, or?
It could sound like that
Hmm.
song y'all heard on
Oh, I
the
see.
guy on the bridge.
Well, no, because it has to sound like regular talking. It just wouldn't make sense to you.
Yeah, that's the difficulty there is right, if you come up with a code that only we understand, the other players or anyone who's watching doesn't get it.
Yes, Goo
I-
asked if the characters are still fun to play.
I am
Yes,
still having
very
fun.
much.
Yes.
I'm having a great time.
Absolutely.
I
But
mean,
I think we
especially when
also
I
have a
can
good
outshoot
table.
anybody.
I got to beat
Doesn't
a guy
feel-
with a stick.
I feel, especially with this being the first time that I've actually been on this side of like I said, this side of the screen in a long time, and I'm playing a class that I haven't played before. The character was made for me to be able to come in and play, and I'm enjoying it. Like, and I don't feel like I'm missing anything.
Have you guys come up with one yet? Yeah, you did.
I think we're just the troop. Right? I haven't thought of anything special other
Page
than that.
10. Page 10.
And we haven't really talked about it.
No.
Yeah,
I
this-
would just think of us as the troop.
This little misfit group doesn't have a
Yeah.
name?
Oh,
A little click name?
we haven't really.
Help
We
with
haven't really got a name yet.
Is in the philosophy and health
You
rules.
darn kids is probably what we'll get called at some point. You know, when we pull a mask off of some guy.
It's like a 90-year-old midget, not a kid.
Stop, man! Y'all gotta get off Smedley, man. That's my dude.
You
Y'all
know,
got to get off
it-
Smedley.
in all fairness, I think it's more likely to be the constable than Smedley.
I don't know. It might be Smedley's nightmare.
Stop. Smedley is my dude. Like, I will ride or die for Smedley. Just 'cause
I
that's
hope
what I
it's the
ladder.
latter of the two
Oh.
choices there.
Thanks.
All right, y'all. It
Where are you
is.
going?
Oh, look at Mikey being helpful.
Oh goodness.
I've read through the help with resting section and it does not have anything on a
It is
GUI
in
rest.
Twitch chat.
It's
It's in the
what?
Twitch chat. Mike posted it. He copied it.
Well, I mean, I have the book here in front of me, so
Oh, okay.
but I'll check. It's in the in the Twitch chat.
The
Why am I-
rascals.
why am I looking? You talking about the page number and the section?
Damn, page 10.
Yeah, see that, but that's a 24-hour rest. You guys can't get a 24-hour rest.
Once
It says
per
once
person.
per
24.
24 hours.
Didn't we get that in the spider's cave?
Yes.
Yes.
So I think
No,
we
that
already
was a
used
short
So
that
we've
rest.
we've had our GUI rest already.
Yeah. I mean, it may have happened during a short rest, but technically, the wizard
Wait a minute. Hold on.
might have gotten
Yeah,
it twice.
yeah. You guys have actually gotten it. I gave it to you twice while you was in the caves because you
Yeah, I
rested
think
twice,
Because we're dying.
and I gave you your first and second level spells back. But that's not helping them with their healing because they've already spent their hit
Because we're
dice.
dying.
Hey, I don't want to hear nothing about no trust no redheaded kids.
That's what I'm saying, man.
No, I mean you can't tell at the moment, but that's my natural hair color.
Hey, listen, I'm ginger all day. Like,
Well,
this
you're
is-
also not a kid anymore, so I
this
think
is
you're
Who
literally-
says? I mean, I was
This is
just
what I
Ronnie,
look like.
I have some news, Ronnie. I don't think you're a ginger anymore.
Like, shut up.
But it's
Well,
okay since
that's
you
what I
got
look
rid
like
of
as
the
a
red
kid.
hair.
Well,
maybe you got your soul back.
doesn't
Nope.
work that way.
Oh,
I've
still
tried.
gone.
Yeah, it's still. Maybe the fact that
little
it's
bit of
not the
peach
hair's not
fuzz.
there. You have your soul back, right?
Yes.
So
That's why I keep it.
mine.
no. That's only a ginger with freckles.
All these
That's
are?
me. I mean, do we really want to go into freckles?
I mean, like,
Now,
What are you doing here,
whoa,
buddy?
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
What's
Jay.
happening?
and the show
We're
has
still
reached
live.
a new low.
We're
still
live.
So I'm gonna go to bed.
Yeah.
There's a
look at
lot
the
of dudes
time.
on the screen right now who are taking off jackets and shirt sleeves and. Oh, I'm glad that you enjoy that,
Thanks,
Sir Goo.
Jim. Thank you.
I'm having a blast trying to run this game for them, and they're
I
making it
have,
so easy to have a good time with it.
I have to say, when we first went through interviews and figuring out who wanted to play and whatever, I was like, oh dear God, what if I end up playing with people who I can't laugh with or be obnoxious with? And so I'm really, really happy with the group that ended up coming together. So
Yes.
I am very pleased with it myself. Y'all
I
are
am having
great
a blast.
at this. And you definitely make it a fun game to run on my end.
Well, we're glad.
sweet.
We love finger painting and
Maybe you
throwing.
won't kill us then.
I'm not.
No,
You're
he
doing it
still
to
will.
yourself.
Yeah, he will. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Well,
I mean, you're
I
the
have
ones rolling
some
the
other-
dice.
I can always come back as a healer, guys. It's gonna be fine.
This is
That is
fine.
true.
Honestly, the healer is really only an issue at low levels where it's 1 or 2 hits or a crit that takes you out.
Spoiler: you have to make it past those low levels.
You know, I know.
Spoiler:
Hey, listen,
we're
it's-
gonna be at low levels for a while.
Yeah,
we
I
still-
know.
We have to get through another chapter before we hit level 2.
Truly, you are fantastic. I am very much enjoying the stream. Thank you, sir. I hope everybody is actually that's watching us is enjoying it.
Yes,
Dan, you
Gallon,
done got-
he does.
Stop.
But
Oh,
I'm not catching
Jesus,
any of
Rod.
that.
Oh,
What?
goodness.
Gallinet says that you like us better. And Rod
Yeah.
said, yes, he does.
I assumed it was obvious.
No, Gallinet is asking me or making the comment to me that I like you guys better than I do.
Yeah,
them.
he's right.
Yes, and he's
I'm
right.
sorry you had to find out that.
You don't have to admit
this
it,
way.
Dan. We know.
All right.
But
For my
in
players,
non-streaming, he says it all the time.
and for my players that are currently here, and for all those that are watching us, Gallinet is actually Brother May I, our group that actually has a cleric.
Yeah.
He is the cleric.
They need a healer.
Well, the
We
thing
don't
is that
need a
group has
healer.
2 healers.
My group has 2 healers.
They have a cleric and a healer druid.
Oh, God.
Look
So-
at all the healing I can do.
Look,
You're gonna
all we
heal.
have
You're
to do
gonna heal.
is someday just multi-class a tiny little bit, and we have some healing.
So we're
gonna
gonna.
try to make it through the first day.
Yes,
That's why
I
I
will be
said
one level
someday.
fighter, 1 level paladin. That'll be
Someday
so good.
when we get long rest.
So, you know, on
Does
the other,
Hernan
on the
have
other
the
campaign,
charisma
there's a heal
for
for
that?
you, there's a heal for you.
No, I don't think so.
I think
Oh, you lost 1 hit point. You're healed.
actually,
Let me
Kurt, there are technically 3 healers because Sergeant Rock likes to pop out his little short medic.
That's
that goes
right,
around getting
that's
band-aids
right.
on people.
Actually, Hernan can. He's got a 15 in charisma.
Totally could.
And
Oh my
A
goodness.
14 wisdom. He's
You're
got
not the
plenty.
only one that dies. She dies too.
All right. Well, I got to get going, guys. I got to get some sleep.
But
Been up since
Have
5.
a great 2 weeks, Tony.
See you,
Thanks.
Tony.
Take care.
Yeah,
Nuggets.
I am gonna head out as well. I have an all-day event tomorrow,
All right, so
and
with
I
that, I
still
will
need to
go
finish
ahead and
prepping for it.
we'll shut it down for the evening. Stay tuned. Keep your eyes open for Roll Hit Die on Twitter as well as Facebook now. The GUI Cube Facebook page, the Den of Enlightenment. I will post our times and such on there as well. If you have
And-
any questions you'd like to have for my players or myself, you are more than welcome to send them to me at Shadrick Dagar on Twitter, or you can send them to the Roll Hit Die Facebook page, and we will make sure they get them. And I'm
See you in a
sorry,
few weeks.
Sarah, you had something else you wanted to add?
I was just going to say, just a reminder that you said next week we probably won't be here.
Next week we won't, but the week after that is still up in the air. I will verify that. This Sunday there will not be an episode of Dungeons and Veterans due to the same reason why there won't be an episode of this show next Friday. Shooting schedules have to be done on the weekend, therefore we got to go set the scenes up before and after during the night. So it kind of messes up some of the schedules we have. But Dungeons and Veterans should make an appearance again next Sunday unless schedules get screwed up once again. Once again, that will be posted in the Twitter and the Facebook page as far as updates are concerned. Watch them, follow them, subscribe, check us out on YouTube. We're there. You can watch all our past episodes. You can watch the streamed games and whatever that I do when the name actually matches what we're playing. But keep subscribing, keep following, keep joining us. Show these people how much you enjoy watching them make fools of ourselves.
I am not a fool.
Did
I
say
am
that
a
out loud?
finger paint.
Yes. You are a palette of love.
And thanks again for joining us. And with that,
Okay, I'm going to go.